welcome to Cinephellas. That's right, Cinephellas, episode 166. The only place where if Nicolas Cage were in a rock band, it would be Cage Against the Machine. All right, so guys, it's been a while, and I'm just gonna get right into it. I just got out of seeing Kong and Godzilla. Kevin, you actually saw it before me, so I'm curious what you have to say.
Yeah, ever since I think Skull Islands, I have not liked these movies, but I like this one. I did. I actually enjoyed it a lot. And I think it's because they pulled back the cast. Like there's not really a big cast in this one. It's kind of like it's just Paperboy, Dan Stevens, Rebecca Hall, and the kid. It's not like a whole group of people, who are all uninteresting besides, outside the monsters. What'd you think?
Well, I thought I was in the minority. I don't really care for the movie, honestly.
Really? Yeah. Maybe because I
No,
walked in there because I hated the other ones. I was really expecting crap, but I'm not saying it's amazing. Like I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
no, it's like a Saturday morning cartoon. Like you
Yes.
get like I don't want to spoil the movie, but there's an evil version of Kong. He's like a red orangutan or something. He's riding like an ice dragon. Like so
Yeah.
that's like somebody's toy. It's made to sell toys,
Oh yeah, yeah.
literally.
No, of course, yeah. It's
And it's
completely
more of a
shifted. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
and it's a way more of like a King Kong movie. I don't know if you got that
Oh
vibe.
yes. Yeah. No. It's Kong's movie. It's like 70. It's like 80-20, I'd say.
Yeah, and yeah, I just didn't care for the movie. I thought once again they were putting just way too much in there, even with the human characters, like just too much exposition, like with Rebecca Hall, like just reading hieroglyphics from this underground world that she's never been to, but yet she can read it perfectly. I'm like, yeah, this doesn't make much sense. And I just thought Dan Stevens, they call him Ace Ventura in the movie, which is funny because I'm like,
He
you
looks like, I
nailed it.
guess. Yeah. With the.
Yeah, it's just way
Yeah.
too much of a coincidence. And I know you can't compare this to Godzilla minus one, but
Oh yeah. Yeah.
minus one was way better.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I felt about it too, Niall. I agree with you. I didn't like it either, really. Didn't have anything I really cared about. It was just, the fight scenes are okay, but it's too CGI for me at this point, especially after seeing minus one and seeing how they made it look so awesome and realistic. This just felt like a big video game, which isn't bad all the time. I like seeing the battles and everything, but I just didn't really care. And then for some reason, Kong gets the Infinity Gauntlet, and I mean, it's cool, but it felt,
Yeah.
just like a big video game and not
Rest in
terrible,
peace.
but
Rest in peace to the city of Brazil, wherever city that was in Brazil. Like they did
oh
not.
yeah,
They were not subtle with that at all. They kind of like
no,
dodged it in the like oh, let's just wrestle over here where there are no buildings. Like in this one, was just like fuck it, we're just gonna kill everybody.
Yeah, and I was like, please, not the Brazilian woman. But I just thought like, just going back to what you said with the CGI, Godzilla to me looked okay, but the apes in the movie, they
not
need
very
some
good.
work. That
Yeah.
needed some practical effects, like the way the fur moves and stuff like that. I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, it definitely looked less believable. They should have used the people that worked on the Planet of the Apes movies. The way,
Yeah.
the way the new movie looks, it looks awesome too. But yeah, it just looked a little too fake for me and took me out of it. But it was fun enough. I didn't like hate, like, was like, man, I can't wait till this is over. It's just I didn't like feel anything for it really when it was over. It's like, oh, okay, it's one of those other movies that I'll probably, maybe see a bit of some other time, but I'm not going to watch the whole thing. I liked
Yeah,
Skull Island. That was cool.
Yeah,
But
that's my favorite one.
yeah,
yeah,
that's my favorite one.
Kong
I feel like this
felt
is a movie I'm gonna
small in
forget.
this one too. Like the way, Kong is, it doesn't feel like he's like the big Kong anymore. He just looks like he's kind of a little taller and everything and bigger, but not like the big monstrous Kong.
It's it's so over top. I was expecting Dom to just pop in with the charger out of that portal.
Yeah. But I did like Dan Stevens too. I
Yeah,
liked his
it is
character. He was the best part of the film. But yeah, just not that impressed.
I give it
And I
three.
don't get why the forget Scar Kong. What was his name
Star
again?
King or something. Yeah.
Scar
Yeah.
King. Why does he have slaves? They're just moving rocks. They're not doing anything.
it reminds me of that.
Because Hollow Earth.
It It reminds me of that joke in Wayne's World 2. You've seen Wayne's World 2, right?
Yeah.
When they're moving stuff back and forth, he's like, "Oh, why are you doing that?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know. We're just gonna move that over here." And 5 minutes later, he's gonna move the watermelons.
Like literally, like just going back to what we
Right.
were talking about Planet of the Apes, like Woody Harrelson said, yeah, move the rocks and everything, we're building a wall. But in this one, they're just moving rocks from point A to point B for no
Yeah.
reason at
In an
all.
open space too. It was a giant open space. Did you guys see the little short scene from the upcoming Planet of the Apes? Was that because I saw it in IMAX? So they showed like a scene from the new Planet of the Apes. It looked pretty good.
No, I didn't see
Oh,
it in
you did? Okay.
IMAX. I saw it at AMC.
Okay.
I saw the trailer, but no, I haven't seen the clip. I don't like to watch a lot of those clips. That I feel like they release too much. I don't want to see enough. I want to experience it in the movie.
It's
But
a
how
little,
did you guys feel about Scar King? Because I thought he was actually one of the few that actually had personality.
he was okay. He was a little not threatening. I don't know. Like they've taken on so much better, bigger, and better baddies, and like he wasn't. I don't know. In 3 a threat from him, especially his whip.
No, I loved his whip. His whip was like a dinosaur spine. That's badass.
Didn't you
Yeah.
just say like that riding a dragon was ridiculous? Like the dragon spine, that's totally still together
That's
from
good,
organic material.
Well, I'm just saying, like in the realm of realistic, I'm like, okay. But when he was riding the ice dragon, I'm like, I don't really care for that. But the whip, I like that.
Didn't Kong ride Godzilla too? At one point,
He did, yeah, briefly.
yeah.
That was after they were shooting the movie. When they went to the hotel room.
Godzilla's a bottle.
Yeah, power bottom.
Oh, that actually is in the movie too. Godzilla suplexes King Kong.
Yes, I was about to say. Yeah, like that's ridiculous. I laughed out.
Yeah, on top of the pyramids. Yeah.
Yes.
It's got little arms. It can't. Nah.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Did
I want to support my brothers out there, but there's no reason for Brian Tyree Henry to be in this movie.
Oh, really? I love him.
Really?
I thought
Like I said, I'm in the
I thought him and
minority
Dan
because I'm
Stevens,
like,
thought him and Dan Stevens bounce off very well together.
mhm.
you guys like the scene where they were running side by side?
Yes.
Yeah, I actually did like that.
Yeah.
And he has the
That was
big
the best
power
part.
glove on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did they explain why Godzilla had like pink energy or anything? Like
He
I
took
know.
down that fish, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I was like, well, man, I know he has blue. I didn't know he had pink, and then he was using that.
It's breast
And I don't
cancer
hate the movie,
awareness.
but I don't hate the movie. Like, it's a movie
No.
I'm gonna forget. I was expecting more, but I would give it like a 3 out of 5 hair pieces.
Yeah, me too. That's why I would give it 3 out of 5.
I could come on board with a 3.
I'm gonna check it out this week. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's great for kids. I think kids will love it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because the big monsters and like you're saying, the video games, like kids will love it. But like, if you're an adult and you're looking for like, I guess common sense, it's not really there.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't even get me started on like the pyramids and like all of these like historical landmarks. It's like you can't have any of that, literally.
No.
Coliseum in Rome. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the boys to see it. They're pretty stoked, but I don't think it's gonna. It's not gonna be better than Ghostbusters. So
No.
They'll just
Yeah,
have to
no
deal
way.
with-
No.
It was good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I liked it.
the amount of people that disliked it and the reasons they disliked it made no sense to me. Oh, it's too nostalgia. Yeah, this is based on something in the 80s. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're bringing back old characters. Yeah, that's why everyone liked the last one. Like, I thought it was great.
Yeah, me too. I don't
Yeah,
get the
I
I don't get
agree.
the hate for the movie. I liked it more than the last movie. Like I
Mhm.
love them returning to New York, the whole setting, bringing back the legacy characters, a bunch of old ghosts, and like I thought it was awesome.
There's one thing I want, and they're making a third one. Like they have to. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think so.
no,
It's sunk really badly this weekend. As well as
just
the money.
Yeah.
is it too much to want a Rick Moranis cameo?
that's what I was hoping for.
No.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah,
and
we all
Henry
wanted
just
that.
talked about that. We're like, I'd love to see
Yeah.
Rick Moranis return. That was the one
Yeah.
I thought that would show up in this movie, but never did.
Yeah, like him and podcast doing it together, like two people that absolutely have no reason to be there in a uniform, and yet here we go.
Yeah, it could write itself, really. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was a lot of fun. I mean, a couple of quips. The villain came like way too late in the movie.
yeah.
That's one. Yeah.
And ending was rushed a little bit.
But I think performance wise, everyone nailed it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
even
And it
Finn
was
Wolfhard,
funny.
even Finn Wolfhard, like he really kind of went right into that crack where he was supposed to be, and you're just like, oh, there we go. Now you found your spot. I feel like in
Yeah.
Afterlife, he was kind of bouncing around. We didn't know what he was supposed to be, and now he's like got this nice direction as a character. And I
I
can't
felt
think of
like
the main actress's name. I think she was great.
being a huge fan of Carrie Coon, I didn't feel like she had much to do in this movie. Like she was kind of the weakling, I thought.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, she was a secondary thought.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, she was great in the first one. This one, she was just like in the background most of the
Well,
time.
Paul Rudd was almost in the background as well. Like,
Yeah.
and I wonder if that's not by design. Like, if they're going to try to, get the expensive people out of the movie and bring in
Yeah.
these kids. I mean, the kids are expensive, but not Paul Rudd and all that.
Yeah.
Right.
It's more focused on the kids anyways, but McKenna Grace is Phoebe. She was great.
She's
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic.
I liked the new research facility.
Yeah.
That whole aspect was really cool and
That's
leaves it open
great.
to a bunch of spin-offs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, if you didn't see a Max series coming just from that place, like, James
I know.
Ancaster
Yeah.
was hilarious in that too. He's the lead developer.
Right. Yeah, the British guy.
British guy. I love his stand-up. I love so much stuff he's done. So to see him in it, I was like, oh, okay, good. He can do this. And then he just was himself, and I was like, oh, this is even better.
Perfect.
He looked like Egon from the Ghostbusters cartoon. Like
Yeah.
like he had like the blonde hair, like curly blonde hair and the glasses. So it made me think of
Yep.
from the cartoon. I don't know if that was intentional, but noticed it.
It'd be a nice callback. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, and you got Slimer again, which
Of
was,
course. The pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good.
Yeah. Being back in New York really helped it, I thought. So it was missing from Afterlife, the original setting. And yeah, they did a good job with this one. I think I liked it a little bit more than I liked Afterlife.
Would you guys give it out of 5?
Oh,
Four.
yeah, I was gonna say 4. It wasn't perfect for reasons Henry said, but it was far from bad. Like they gave you a backstory about like who did really try to just the old how you want to put it, like the aristocratic people back in the day of who would do their own investigations, whether it be ghost, and all that happened in real life too. There was a whole thing that obsessed over murders and stuff like that would sit in these parlors and try to figure out stuff. Like the fact that they brought something like that into this universe, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Now we can get it's almost like now we can do supernatural stories. Like it's not always, it doesn't have to be like a ghost or an amazing painting. It's just like, oh yeah, this thing has spirits in it, and now we're gonna take care of that.
Are you talking about the intro of the movie? Like
Yeah.
where it's like back? Okay, yeah, that was cool. Super cool.
Did you guys like Kumail? I thought he was fun.
Firemaster?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I didn't see that part of him coming in. I don't think I even knew he was making a cameo or he had a role or anything.
Mhm.
But yeah, he was funny. Like, I'm with Logan though. The ending was rushed, because you had this nice long thing and then pop, 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 pop. Like,
Mhm.
I took one of them to go to the bathroom, came back, and they were already defeating the thing. I was like, oh, all right. Oh,
Mhm.
guess I'll
Yeah.
wait for that to come out.
They should have introduced the villain about an hour into the movie, halfway through the movie, instead of the
Mhm.
last act. I think that would have fixed a lot of issues. It's like here's the villain, and now we're gonna kill him.
Exactly.
In 5 minutes.
The creepiest one they've had, and that's what you get from it,
Yeah.
It's all dark and horny at 12 o'clock.
Bill
That's
Murray.
funny. Peter, he still had like a flask hidden in the firehouse. He grabbed it and
We're like 40 years ago, so it's the age.
had sunglasses
40
on,
years.
hung over.
He had Ray-Bans on and comes in. Oh, he's great.
Annie
I liked-
Potts was great. I just the fact that she
Yes.
was there, I was like, oh great.
What about Peck? Was it Walter Peck in the first one? Mayor.
Is Mayor. Like Annie Potts came on screen and the boys went, "Oh, it's Mima," because we're into Young Sheldon right now. So
Oh, is she in that?
yeah, she's the grandmother in Young Sheldon.
Oh,
cool.
nice. I know that.
Like the sassy, wisecracking grandma. Like, yeah, that's Annie Potts' entire career. It's to be like this.
Ghostbusters. What do you want?
Oh, I wanted her to be like, "We got one." Like I wanted. It's sad that people hated the nostalgia, and the whole time I'm waiting for more nostalgia to happen. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what gave it charm because of the nostalgia.
Movie I wanted to see really bad. You went and saw it. How was that?
Late Night with the Devil, one of the most
yeah.
anticipated films
I
of
want
the
to see
year.
that so badly.
Uncle Henry and I have been talking about this movie since last year when it was floating around film festivals. They were talking about this
I heard about it on Kevin Smith's podcast. Yeah.
like a year or so. I've been patiently awaiting, and man, this was a fun ride. Straight taking you back to 1970s late night. You got the talk show host Jack Delroy, David Desmelchian, or however you pronounce it. Huge fan of his.
Malchin. You got to pronounce the chin.
Big fan of his. You know, it's usually like smaller parts, but he's the focal point in this, and he really knocked it out of the park, and I loved it. You know, it takes place on Halloween, and a doctor comes in with a possessed girl, and shit hits the fan, and it really has the vibe of the 1970s. It's really grainy looking. The set design's awesome. The gores, practical effects at the end were incredible. Yeah, I liked it. I loved it, actually.
Did Stephen King write this one? I think I heard that.
No,
he didn't. Okay.
no, it was Cameron and Colin Cairns, they're like brothers. They wrote and directed this.
Oh. So is this what The Exorcist should have been? The last one?
Yes, definitely. It was like The Exorcist meets Scanners. That's what it made me. It reminded me of.
Huh.
All right.
It's got that cerebral kind of vibe to it, like a Cronenberg movie.
Yeah, I was gonna check it out at AMC, but they're not showing it at AMC for some reason.
So yeah, Molly and I got tickets earlier this afternoon. There's only me and her, and then we got to the movie theater. It was packed, like on Easter. It was crazy. A lot of people went to see it. And it's a fun ride. It's an hour and 30 minutes. Gets to the point. Doesn't drag. Score in the movie is really awesome too. The beginning of the movie, you know, like when you're going to see a movie, I'll say Universal Pictures, Warner Brothers Pictures. This movie, there's like 10 of those. It's like Shudder Pictures, and then there was like Ghost Pictures, and then one after the next. It was kind of funny. I don't know if they were just doing that to be funny, but it was like one after the next. There was a bunch of companies involved with this movie.
It reminds me of Family Guy when Peter was at the movie, and he was like,
I was gonna send that. No, I was gonna
Yeah, because there's a bunch of companies like I've never heard of, like production companies. Maybe they're just really smaller, you know, companies, but it was funny. It was like one after the next. But yeah, it's good shit. David was amazing in this.
You probably still didn't see the movie. It's probably still just production companies, their logo.
Yeah.
guy going into house productions.
Yeah, it was a fun time. Check it out. It comes out in Shudder in April sometime, right?
All right, so I probably will just wait
22nd,
till
I think.
stream it.
Yeah.
I'll probably wait to stream it, but
It made
I like
at the theaters 666,000 last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool.
Like exactly. Yeah.
I feel like it's doing
Oh,
better
wow.
than Ghostbusters right now. I don't know.
Well, probably theater, you know, per screen
Yeah.
average. It comes out on Shudder Late Night with the Devil on the 19th, same day as Rebel Moon Part 2.
Nice.
I haven't watched Rebel 1 Part 1 yet
Yeah, me
because
too.
I've heard like, I was like, all right.
and it's nice to see that Malchin
Malchin.
play like a normal character, because the Dark Knight, he was crazier than the Joker. Remember that guy?
Yeah, of course. The smile.
Yeah. What else? Oh, Polka Dot Man. Once again, just a weird guy.
Ant-Man, where he was part of the security thing. He was the one who brought up
yeah, with the
Papa
weird
Yaya.
hair. Yeah, the weird hair. I forgot that. Don't get me started on Ant-Man, especially the last one. But anyway, what else was? Oh, he was in that movie with Sandra Bullock. It
Oh,
was on Netflix.
Bird
Where they
Box?
couldn't see things.
Bird Box?
Yeah, that was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He's always a weird character.
And
Yeah, he
he's in
always
the
plays a
Boogeyman.
quirky.
I didn't see the Boogeyman, but I know he's in the Boogeyman.
oh, he is.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I saw that.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
That movie was freaking good. I really liked that one.
I'm gonna watch that later.
Yeah. Yeah, I like
But
that
always-
one too. I thought it was good.
Yeah, he always plays those weird, quirky characters.
Mhm.
And,
He's a more successful Crispin Glover.
Good
yeah,
call. I was
pretty
just thinking
much.
that. Yeah, he's kind
Yeah.
of like Crispin Glover.
Now I'm thinking about him as George McFly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say
Better.
just for his performance alone, definitely go see this movie. If it's playing near you, go check it out. Go to a matinee or something where it's cheaper, but it's worth your time.
I saw this horror movie called Stop Motion. Anyone hear that one?
I've heard of it.
It's good, man.
Is
Really.
it? I
Creepy
have it
as
written
hell.
down on one of my things
Yeah.
of stuff I want to see.
I'm gonna review it, but it's twisted. And the girl who was in have you ever seen The Nightingale?
Maybe.
Yeah, Jennifer Kent did it. Yeah. Anyway, she is the lead in this movie, and she's really good. It's a really messed up movie. Again, an hour and a half, not that long.
I don't have to.
Yeah.
And I gotta look because I have all these movies written down that I want to see, and yeah,
Yeah, if you're into horror, definitely check that one.
that
It's,
Civil War, Monkey Man. Like, I keep seeing more trailers for the Civil War movie. Before I see them, just like, all right, it's gonna be dark as shit. Fine, let's do it.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Alex Garland movie, the
Yeah.
A24 flick. Yeah, it's just be pretty
It's
good.
getting a lot of good buzz. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Kirsten Dunst and her husband are in it. As soon as I saw her, I'm like, oh, okay.
Mhm.
Then her husband, I'm like, oh, now you guys are gonna be in everything together.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
playing a prick, it looks like.
Yeah.
Jesse Plemons.
Hot-headed asshole.
I bet you he could pull it off. It looks like he might.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Garland
Yeah, it
needs to
does.
put out another good movie. He's put out a few stinkers, so it's like hopefully this one will be good.
Oh, you didn't like, outside of Men, because I think I hated Men. What's the last one he did before Men?
That one with Natalie Portman, I didn't
Oh
like.
yeah, I love that movie.
Annihilation.
Annihilation. Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. I didn't love it or anything.
And I love
he did Devs too,
yeah,
but
that shit's awesome. Devs,
I wanna-
yeah.
I thought he did another movie I didn't care for. I can't remember.
But it has to be better, and it has to be a step up for Men.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it will be.
I'm just now realizing Nick Offerman is the
The President, yeah.
he's the
President.
main. Like right on. I'll see any Nick Offerman in anything.
Ron Swanson is the president.
I have a mug. I have a mug over here. It says there's very few problems can't be solved by breakfast food, and like he's one of my favorite television characters of all time.
Yep, same here.
Looking at Garland's stuff right now, like some of it's really good. I did like Never Let Me Go.
Ex Machina.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Annihilation.
Even though
I didn't see Men at all.
Men was fucking terrible.
I saw Annihilation, didn't like it, but I think it's because I read the book. I was like, oh, the book was, and they had to compress so much down for the movie. It's just like, all right,
And he directed Dredd, even though there's a director on that movie. Like that director kind of like fell apart, and Garland did it.
Oh, then
Dredd is
Dredd was freaking great.
I love
Yeah.
Dredd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I need to though.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God,
nice.
Dredd is amazing.
That's with Carl Urban, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what's her name? Lena Headey.
yeah,
Oh, nice. From Game of Thrones.
yeah. Game of Thrones, and that movie was incredible in 3D.
Yeah.
One of the best 3D movies I've seen.
And if you ever come across Dredd on Blu-ray, you have a collector's item.
Really, they didn't.
Oh,
put it-
really?
Yeah, it's worth a lot of money. It's like if you look at eBay, people are selling it for like $100. I'm not even kidding.
It's like Dogma.
It's like-
Every time I go
Yeah.
to a half price books or any kind of thing, I'm always looking for a Dogma Blu-ray.
Yeah, I actually have Dogma on Blu-ray. I got it from a yard sale. I'm like, yep, I'm keeping that.
That's a good pickup.
Yeah. Did anyone watch Roadhouse? Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
The chuckle beforehand.
Yeah. I think we watched it like that night it came out on Prime, and oh man. It's silly and fun ride.
Yeah, I liked it. It was really stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm in the minority, but I love that movie. I'm not even kidding. It's a full price for me.
Wait,
I
the original or the new one?
Really?
the new one. Like I was actually gonna text you guys like how much I loved it because I don't know if I was in the moment, but I'm like, no, I really loved it. Like I just thought the action was really good. I know a lot of people didn't like it because it was
Yeah,
too fast.
yeah. I
and-
didn't think the action was terrible. Everyone was saying like, "Oh, the CGI." Like, yeah, there were some CGI parts, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Nah.
Yeah, I forget this actor who's in a lot of action movie. He's British. He was in like Ip Man, John Wick 4 is like the guy with the grill in his mouth. I forget his name. Scott Adkins. He said he
Oh,
hated
yeah.
Roadhouse.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was reading that.
Yeah, I mean the
Sounds like
action
he's
was
jealous.
I love the movie.
yeah, the action was cool. I like the camera work too with the fight scenes, how it
Yes.
turned.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And you know, of
Yeah.
course, Connor playing himself, that was funny as hell. It was
And his
he was great.
ass.
His ass, yeah.
constant ass shots.
You did a
Uh,
good job in that movie, Logan. I'm proud of you.
Good job.
These
I thought Conor McGregor
things
was hilarious.
and these pythons. Yeah.
I liked his dance scene where he's on the dance floor.
Yeah.
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 And then I don't want to spoil the movie, but remember when he left the hospital at like midway through the credits? And so it's like he's still alive. Remember? He left the
Yeah.
hospital
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Shit.
And he's bold, like he walks like the chicken hawk from Looney Tunes. I love it. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
He was such a cartoon character in that movie. That's what made it great. It was like it
Mhm.
didn't take itself too seriously.
No, to me, like this is what a reboot or a remake should be. And to me, it's more of a reboot because it's not a copy and paste remake.
Mhm.
But I'm like, no, this is how you remake something. I had a blast with it. I loved it.
I lost my shit when Gyllenhaal jumped onto that boat with McGregor.
Yeah.
And it's like, welcome to my octagon. And Gyllenhaal's like, you can't tell what shapes are?
That's right. Yeah, because he's
I
like
lost
in
my
my
shit.
octagon. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
funny.
And
know,
then when
I
the
like-
guy was getting shaved on the boat too, remember?
Oh,
Yeah, he's
that's-
just talking shit to him, getting cut.
Billy Magnuson was the
waves.
bad guy. Just cutting himself.
Little things like that I love.
I like, you know, obviously I love the original better, but the one thing I didn't like about the new one was the Florida backdrop. I don't know why. I didn't really get into the Florida part.
Oh, really?
Probably because I don't like Florida. Huh?
You don't like Florida?
No, I don't. Not personally,
where
but I don't
else-
know.
Where else would it go? Like now, like back then it was Texas, and now it's definitely
Missouri. It was Missouri.
in the original it was Missouri.
Yeah, right?
Mhm.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
it
it
was
was.
supposed to be. It was shot
I
in
always
California.
assumed
Though.
it was Texas. I'm like,
Oh.
hillbillies and
Yeah.
music and people throwing stuff. Yeah, that's Texas.
I've actually never seen the old one. I've never seen the
What?
Swifty one. Yeah.
Oh, damn! You need to
Yeah.
watch it.
Oh, really?
No, I'm gonna bring Family Guy back, but I kept thinking about Family Guy. When I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Did you see the
Roadhouse.
poster? The poster was funny. It was like the new Roadhouse one, and Peter, like an AI Peter, was sitting
oh,
there.
you too? No.
It was good.
Yeah,
I'll try to find
I
it.
saw
I'll show
that
it
one.
to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Kev, if you want to just bypass watching it and just listen to a great minute by minute, watch the episode of Parks and Rec where Andy decides to tell everyone about the movie Roadhouse and goes into the whole thing. No, the movie's great. It's 80s as hell. You have I can't remember the singer, the guitarist who was in the movie, the blind guy.
Yeah.
He had a big hit in the 80s, like Angel Eyes or something. Sam Elliott's Sam
Yeah.
Elliott.
Sam
Yes,
Elliott.
no, it's in the original. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he looks the same then as he does now. Like
Oh, really?
Sam Elliott's a freaking vampire, and we just have to figure out what happened because
Yeah.
he's everything now.
Love it. Love it.
When I first saw that one, I didn't catch on the Family Guy thing. I'm like, is that a fat Ed Helms?
And just being someone who actually lives in Florida, it's not too far off from the truth. I could see that happening down the street.
You know, the funny thing is, the one time I went there a long time ago to see a friend from high school, there was a bar fight like that at a bar right on the water, like in Roadhouse. Like, and maybe that's why I didn't like it. I don't know. But I remember that happening. Not as extreme, but there was like two guys duking it out at some bar, like West Palm Beach or something. But like, that's wild. It's totally Florida.
And meanwhile, the people just continue to play their music.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, behind the fence. That was cool. They had to put
Oh,
the
yeah.
band behind like a fence.
Yeah.
Because that'll catch a whole beer bottle, but when it shatters,
Shatters.
now it diverts it. Now it's anyone's guess.
Honestly, all that stuff Jake Gyllenhaal was saying, like, oh, this was made for the big screen. It sucks it has to go straight to streaming. I'm like, I see your point. This should have been.
Yeah, I
in
would have liked to
theaters.
see that in the theaters.
I guess it's killing it on Prime. Every time I check back to see what it's doing, and it's like #1. It was like briefly out of #1 from Invincible, but yeah, now it's back in it. So must be doing well, hopefully.
That's good.
Doug Lyman's mad. I know that.
Do you think if it went to theater, people would be just as happy with it? The reason I ask is like sometimes when something comes to straight to streaming, people are like, it's really good. It should have went to theaters. But if it went to theaters, would people be like, oh, I spent X amount of dollars on it. I'm mad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that could be.
I think it wouldn't do as well, honestly. Like budget wise, like I don't. It would be like in the top five, but I don't ever see it being number one at the box office.
Yeah,
No.
be tough.
It would have went against Ghostbusters and Immaculate if it released
Mhm.
theaters the same day it released in Prime.
Yeah. You released that movie in April or May.
Yeah, like, that's an April movie, yeah.
You make that a summer release and you're good.
Mhm.
I want to see
It's
Immaculate as well. Although again, I'm putting off watching Euphoria simply because Sydney Sweeney. Like I am so turned away from the SNL thing. I'm like, I don't want to see her in anything anymore. It was terrible.
What was?
She hosted SNL
Yeah,
and it was just really bad.
I didn't see it. But yeah, she's like popping up in everything now. Popping out of everything. There you go.
Both are true.
Bob, did you see Madam Web?
No, my one buddy told me, he goes, I'm not even mad at it. He's like, I feel like I just watched a pilot to a show that's never gonna air. I was like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the point.
Dakota Johnson is a vacuum of charisma in that movie.
Awful.
They
Yeah.
know it sucks.
Stiff as a
That's why.
board. Stiff as a board.
Yeah, terrible.
I think I've only seen her in one thing I like, and that's 21 Jump Street. And she wasn't even the funny part. It's just the only movie I'll watch where she's in it. I'm like, yeah, it's a good movie.
She's like a robot trying to have a conversation with a traffic light. Like, not much going on.
But Bob, her episode was worse than Sweeney.
Oh, that's true. That was a bad one.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I liked was her them making fun of the Stanley Cups, the big dumb cup. It's
Yeah.
a big gradually figure. Yeah, hers was rough. Best one this season is Shane Gillis.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love Shane. He's awesome. His special is really funny too on Netflix.
His one on
Funny
Netflix
dude.
is good. His one on YouTube's really good as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I know. That's the first one I saw. David Tell's new special is really good. I watched that a couple days ago.
I died. That was
Yeah. It was funny. He's really good. Just riffing on stage.
that,
Yeah.
it really made me miss his old show Insomniac.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good
That
one.
was awesome.
Got the Fede Alvarez Alien trailer.
Yeah. That looks awesome.
What'd you
I
guys
can't
think of
wait for
that? You on board, Niall?
Thank God, yeah, they showed the trailer before Kong and Godzilla, and I'm
Did
like,
they?
this is what
Awesome.
the Alien franchise should have been years and years ago.
Mhm.
I
After
like
the second
Prometheus,
one?
but
Yeah.
I hate Alien Covenant. To me, that is the worst Alien movie, literally. It
Yeah.
was something an Alien movie should never be. It has bad CGI and it was boring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna
this
add
is
on
what
to
I
the
want.
stuff. I'm gonna add on to the stuff I haven't seen. I've actually never seen the first three Aliens. I know what they are. I've seen clips, but I've never sat
Mhm.
through and watched the first three.
Damn.
Yeah.
Need to definitely watch part one. It's probably the best of them all.
Like
My
I know the
favorite
chest
anyway.
bust, I know the chest burst and everything, and I
Yeah.
know the first one's more like a slasher film. The second one's like an action
Yeah.
movie, and the
Yeah,
third one's supposed
Cameron.
to be a big mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't liked any of them since the second one, Aliens. I like the first two a lot, and this one looks like it's promising.
Yeah.
It's like it's
And
gonna
I
be
was
good.
reading
liked
about it.
Prometheus was good.
Yeah, I like Prometheus.
Prometheus I like, but the sequel to it, I'm like, I don't like this.
Covenant, yeah.
Mhm.
And I never saw the two Alien vs Predators.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Those are terrible too.
Terrible.
Yeah, they're bad. Yeah.
Even the rated R one, because I know the PG-13 one, yeah, it probably sucks, but even the rated R one's terrible.
Pretty, yeah, from what I remember. It's like
I'd rather
laughable.
take Alien versus Predator though than the last Alien Covenant movie, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know if you guys knew this, but I was reading about the new one with Fede Alvarez. This is actually a prequel. Like I don't know if it was an Alien 1 or 2, but they mentioned like there's another ship out there, and it's like
Mhm.
we're all part of like the same unit or something.
That's
This
part
is that
one.
other
Yeah.
ship. Yeah, this is the other ship. So this is like I guess while part one is happening, this is what else is happening. Like part one, Fede Alvarez over here. So I'm like,
That's
I like
cool.
that a lot.
I like that idea. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And you know he's
Yeah.
gonna bring all the great gore, you know, in his movies. It's gonna
Mhm.
be awesome, dude. There's gonna be some great kill scenes, I'm sure.
Yeah, the guy from Don't Breathe is
Yeah.
perfect because remember, no one in space, no one will hear you scream. So
Mhm.
Yep.
That's what the vibe the
Tagline.
trailer gave me. It's gonna be like that.
I feel bad for Neil Blomkamp though, because he said he had an idea and Ridley Scott like rejected it.
But apparently Ridley liked this one, the pitch for this. He was like on board for relatively quickly, supposedly,
Yeah,
after he heard it.
he's a producer though, right? I think
Yeah, I'm sure.
I want him away from these Alien movies now. Like, go do Gladiator 2. Give Alien to someone
Yeah.
else.
Isn't there a show coming out too on FX?
Yeah, Noah Hawley. Yep.
Yeah. I forgot
I think
about
that's
that.
early next year.
That poster is awesome. It's just like giant face grabbers like connecting to Earth. I love that poster.
Yeah, it's got the guy
It's
from
going-
Fargo is gonna be in that.
Which one? Which guy?
From the last season of
The
Fargo,
husband.
the husband, yeah, the guy Juno
Oh,
Temple's
yeah,
husband.
yeah.
That dorky looking guy, he's gonna be
Yeah.
one of the main
Who's married to
characters.
Juno Temple? Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah, you betcha then.
Uh,
What if he did that in space? That'd
Oh,
be annoying.
dude, then by all means, the face grabbers have my full.
Yeah, face
All right.
hugger then, you betcha.
oh, he's really hugging.
Yeah, it's real good.
You get him a soda. He's really chomping down.
Orange
over here.
soda, Peg. The wood shop.
That ending was amazing though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like it could have been like the first one again. First one set the bar so incredibly high.
What did you think of Iron Claw?
Iron Claw kicked me in the balls so hard. Oh my god. Did
You
anyone
cried
else see
too?
that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, dude, I cried. Like,
it was great.
We all saw
I-
it, man.
like even in like I told Niall, I knew what happens. I knew what the family did. So watching it was one thing, but then like actually seeing some of the things put in motion, it hurt even more.
You know, how great
Yeah.
was
Honestly, Bob,
that? Oh, go ahead.
go, Ken.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I actually didn't know anything about the family, the Von Erichs. I didn't know
Oh, really?
anything about this.
Mhm.
No, so this was all like brand new and fresh for me. So I think that's why I don't know if I enjoyed it more than you, but I'm like, since it's based on a true story, I'm like, yeah, I like this even more, not knowing anything about it.
Well, another big thing is on Dark Side of the Ring, when it first aired, I think it was on the first or second season, they brought up Carrie not having bottom part of his leg. And I called my cousin. I was like, did you know the Texas Tornado didn't have bottom part? And he's like, I just watched it too. He's like, I didn't know. Like, none of us knew when he wrestled. Like, there was nothing there.
That's insane.
You need to watch Dark Side of the Ring, Von Erichs, because it shows you even more like in-depth stuff. Like, wait, everyone here has seen it?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so the younger brother who ends up going into a coma, if I remember correctly, he also had brittle bone disease, and his dad was like forcing him to, like,
Mm.
this is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, so that's why it broke that fast and why the surgery was harder and stuff like that.
He didn't drink his milk.
Oh, yeah. And being in Texas, what the hell?
Yeah, Zac Efron was amazing, man. I love Zac Efron. I think he's a good actor, and I thought he kicked ass in that movie. He was so
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
incredible. Incredible.
They
Tragic.
Yeah.
got a
not
Blu-ray
bad.
release too.
Huh?
They got a Blu-ray release too.
Oh, I got it. I got it at a Target,
Oh.
I think, for $18.
Okay, that's good.
Walmart, and I was like,
Awesome.
"Yep."
Sign
How's
him
the
up for He-Man movie. Come on.
Yeah,
Oh,
same
yeah,
haircut. And, yeah,
he'd make a better He-Man than Dolph Lundgren did.
Yeah.
Well, mostly because Zac Efron can speak English. At that point, Dolph could not.
Yeah, no shit.
yeah, that was a really fantastic movie.
The one part that got me, it wasn't even the end. It was when Carrier, after he kills himself and when he's in the boat,
Yeah.
and then he sees that, and then he goes, "Oh, you must be my big brother," to the little guy. I was like, "Holy sorry!"
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Mm.
That was emotional.
But also, like, with the depths, I can't remember the names, but the last one to commit suicide, they didn't find him for like 2 days, and then Carrie went into the middle of a field under the tree they used to play in as kids and did it. Whereas in the movie, it made it look like it was just right next to the house
Yeah.
where all this.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Also, like I told Niall, I was like, I got way too nitpicky. I was like, because knowing the stories and all this stuff, I was like, he drove his truck up here, and so when you envision it, you're like a truck with the open door, and he went to. Then you're like, it's a damn. Well, it looked like a little Chevy Luminon. You're like, dang it, all right, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was really good. The only bad thing about it were the
Flair.
people they had to portray other wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like guy who looked like Ric Flair, I was like, no. The guy they had Harley Race, I was like, no. Like,
the guy who played Flair was awful. I thought.
Yeah.
Awful.
Not even
With
kidding.
nothing like him.
Yeah.
Nothing like him.
No charisma like him either. Didn't have the charisma at all. Not
No.
even an ounce of the charisma.
If they would have put
Bob.
MJF as Flair, it would have been fantastic. They could have done the feud a little better.
No, Bob, you'll get this reference. Jay Lethal should have been the one. That would have been perfect.
Does one of the greatest Ric Flair impressions I've ever heard.
Get any guy a 6-pack of beer that can do a better impression of Ric Flair than that actor
Dude,
could. You know what I mean?
It was
You get
just
all,
so
"Woo!"
bad. But the guy they got to play Fritz Von Erich was fantastic. I mean, I know him from other movies, but like to see what Fritz looked like as and the way he acted towards the kids, to see this guy is, I guess it was from what I've seen, it was pretty dead on.
Oh, the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dad.
He's from Fight Club. He's from
Mindhunter.
Yeah, it's Hoyt, or I think it's Hoyt. I don't know his last name. Yeah,
Holt or Hoyt, yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
Holt
Good
McCundy.
Holt.
He was in what was it called? Lights Out. It was that boxer show on Fox that only lasted one season.
Yeah.
That was a good show. Maybe I just want boxing shows. I don't know if it was that great, but I was like, man, it's a good one.
You need to watch Kingdom.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
that
a
one.
great show. Man, so good.
What's that on?
It was on DirecTV. It's an old show. It's like back from the early 2010, 2011, probably.
Yeah, and Frank Grillo is the dad, and Jonathan Tucker, and who the fuck is Nick? What's his name? Nick Jonas.
Yep. One of the
Another guy.
Jonas
Jonas was in
Brothers
the movie.
Yeah, it was a TV show,
Or-
but it's
But
about
yeah,
US. Go ahead.
it's like MMA training, yeah. UFC type fights. It's pretty cool. Especially Jonathan Tucker, I'd have to say. It's probably created one of the most memorable characters. But yeah.
If you're
it's a
into
good show.
that.
Isn't that a movie? Jonathan Tucker Must Die.
Yeah.
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 So yeah,
Yeah. And it's not even him. Should have been him.
a movie that is getting a sequel that no one asked for.
never seen the first
Oh,
one.
really?
Is it about his kid now? Is his kid a piece of shit? And
No, I think they're all coming back.
what?
Yeah, it's like they're all.
See?
None of those people have careers, so yeah, you can easily get them back.
I mean, Paul Walter Hauser's in Kingdom. The
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
guy's in so much
He
stuff.
was.
He's great in it too.
It was
Well, they
like
actually have
Yeah.
they have
early roles.
actual MMA fighters, and Kirk Acevedo, who
Yeah.
I
From
love.
Fringe and yeah.
Fringe, Oz.
He was just in Last of Us, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think of that casting? Caitlin Dever as Abby.
I haven't
I
played the game.
thought I thought that was gonna be I thought she was gonna be the lead, actually. Like
Yeah.
the way she looked and everything matches up more with that.
It's
Isn't
Caitlin
this
Dever.
the Abby character has to be a little more physically imposing?
Yeah,
But
Caitlin
I'm sure
Dever. Yeah.
she's good, but I don't know. It's gonna be
Yeah,
different.
Deaver just. I think it was just too old to play Ellie.
Ellie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I can see it working. Like if she dyes her hair blonde and puts on a shit ton of muscle, I can see it. But she's kind of scrawny, right? Last pic I saw of her.
Did anyone see Color Purple? The I don't want to say remake, but
The musical?
version. Yeah.
I couldn't
But-
do it.
No,
I haven't watched it yet, but I have it here.
Oh, you bought it?
Okay. I hate that.
No, Warner
poster,
Brothers
by the
sent
way.
it.
Oh, that's awesome. But I hate
The
that
WB.
poster.
I hate that poster. Makes
Yeah. Pretty
No,
uninspiring.
doesn't it look like something you would make in Canva?
Well, it looks like, oh geez, what are these wacky girls gonna get up to? And then like it's a terrible story.
Yeah, no, I'm like, this is a musical. Oh my god.
Yeah, I had to suffer through endless watchings of that by whether it my mother or my aunt and my mom when they're together, and just seeing Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey, Danny Glover just beating on one of them. Like how I don't know how they're making a musical out of this, but the amount of times he used to beat them, you would have thought it would be Stomp. Just like just watching the movies, I was like, Jesus, and they'd be like, "Oh, isn't this great?" Like I told my buddy when I found out it was musical, I was like, all right, well, give it 12 years. Roots the musical will come out, and all of a sudden we're supposed to be like, oh, this is a great thing for sound, you know?
No, the Spielberg version is way better. And I don't know if I never told you guys this before, but I remember in high school, it was 2010, my teacher, Mr. Conde, I was a part of like the after school program where we would do like videos and like talk about stuff like that. We wanted to do a version, this is 2010, I would have been in 10th grade. We wanted to do the color purple for the school, and the principal shut that shit down immediately. I really wanted to do it, and they actually said, they came to me and they're like, would you like to be Mr.? And I'm like, yes, this would be amazing. And I would like to think somewhere in a alternate timeline, I would have made a great Mr. Because I remember clearly telling my teacher, Mr. Conde, I'm like, I want to make Danny Glover look soft. And even he said, oh, Jesus. I wanted to do.
They're just going to give you a self-defense dummy at that point to act against.
No, I really wanted to do it so badly. And like the principal's like, yeah, we're not doing it.
That's funny.
But what did you think of it, though? The musical.
The musical, it was okay. I thought Coleman Domingo, his Mr. was like very, very underwritten, honestly. But I do like the performances. It's a movie that like, it's for the performances. I think Spielberg made a better movie, if that makes sense. This is just more of, oh, look how great this looks.
I thought that Fantasia was a really good singer, but I did not like her as an actress. I thought she was very flat. When she sang,
yeah,
she was good, but like she was acting verbally, I just wasn't convinced.
No, especially compared to like Coleman Domingo now. And does she really talk like that?
Oh, like a duck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I never noticed that. Wow.
Oh, dude, watch her American Idol thing. She's like, and she gets mad. She started jumping up and down, spitting. I think I might be mixing it with something else, but it's yeah, she talks like that. I don't want to be in for any contract negotiation. That's why she probably doesn't act much. People are like, no, she's her own age. I'm not dealing with that shit.
Thank God. That is...
Ugh. Fucking Fantasia Barrino or whatever.
Yeah.
They just put on a poncho. All right, come on in, Fantasia.
There you go.
No, but I still like the movie, but Spielberg to me did a better movie. And I only brought up The Color Purple because I just remembered it. And I'm not much of a reader outside of like graphic novels and stuff, but that's one of the few books I read, and I'm like, I like this.
I've never read that one.
Yeah, I haven't read that one either.
Again, the 80s scarred a lot of stuff for me, and one was The Color Purple. I had a hard time with Prince's Purple Rain movie because it was all this purple on the thing. I'm like, oh, I don't know, a black guy in purple. Like, I know something's gonna happen here if history is served correct. Something bad's gonna happen on there that I don't want to see, you know.
What will AI do to filmmaking in future movies?
Destroy it.
Oh, 110%.
Yeah,
the ChatGPT scripts are going to be insane.
Yeah, it's just going to be great. Like Wish, that Disney movie that was written by AI, and it was terrible.
Was that written by AI?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, sure seemed like that.
That movie was awful.
Oh,
but yeah, I mean, yeah, for writing, definitely. I can see that happening. Just using AI to write scripts, even though they're not good. Maybe even the effects side of things too, like visual effects.
I think effects. Yeah, I think effects big time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think AI is gonna change like the way people watch shows. People won't watch shows like by studios. It'll be like a show they want. Like Logan. Let's say you're 90 years old. You're in a retirement home, and you're like, I want to see a sequel to The Goonies 2 with the original cast, and it's like Project X, and AI will make it in 30 seconds, and then it just you watch it.
Which
Yeah.
Project X? Are we talking about the Matthew Broderick one from the 80s or the partying one from the late
The
2000s?
partying one. The partying one. Yeah, like something like that
Because
with
if
the
we
kid
can
from
watch
the
the
Goonies.
Goonies have apes that are learning how to fly radioactive bombs, I'm so down, and I'll try to write that. We'll all get together and have a great writing session with that.
No,
We found
AI is
out
like, I'll
that's
have
what happened to. Hey, you guys! We found out that's what happened to him, and it was the boom, tied it all up right there.
I know
AI
they
is like,
had an
we'll
AI
help out all the
beginning
authorities.
for which show was it that they it had like AI titles. It was the one with Ben Mendelsohn and shit, can't think of the name of it. But the Marvel show, its opening credits were done by AI.
But I gotta say, the boys and I are watching X-Men '97 like crazy.
Hmm.
Oh
Hell
man,
yeah.
That's amazing.
don't get me
So
started on
awesome.
that, man. I love it.
So Morph, when people made a big deal about Morph being pansexual, non-binary, I was like, what? Why wouldn't he be non-binary? He's not a single person. He's a thing.
Yeah,
It makes
exactly.
more sense.
Makes sense for the character, yeah.
But I got to be honest, like I didn't think we'd get with Bishop being this old. The last thing I thought we were gonna get was we weren't gonna get pretty much what's gonna end up being Cable. Like we were gonna get Cable in here, and we weren't gonna get, Nathan Summers who becomes Cable, because I also kind of hope. Well, we get Hope as well. So no, I think so far it's been fantastic.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Never
love.
skip the intro.
Nope.
Yeah, that intro
No.
was chef's kiss.
Awesome.
Love it. Love the music. Love all the characters, people that show up along the way. Episode
Mhm.
3 was like a spooky haunted house, and
Yeah.
it was incredible. It gets better each episode.
And let's be honest, Magneto with flowing gray hair is pretty cool.
He's like Fabio. What a
Silver
dream-
Fox.
He's like a dreamboat.
I didn't think they'd ever like go in on like Rogue and Magneto's like romance where they could bring in the House of M stuff and all this. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities with this.
And why are people
Yeah.
so mad about Rogue's ass? Like she never had any. And except
No,
in
no,
that
because
one
in the
clip.
90s she had the big ass and they like started making memes, and now all of a sudden they're like, oh, they took her butt away. Like, it's a cartoon butt.
Yeah.
Between this and
Jeez.
Mario, we're worrying about the wrong thing
Right.
in society.
If you're focusing on a cartoon ass, you got some problems. Get some problems there, buddy. Go look at some real ass. Yeah, it's not like you notice it. I mean, I wouldn't have noticed unless somebody was talking about it. But yeah,
Well,
I've
that's
seen
the
the
thing.
memes pop up.
That's the thing. Like, if no one would have noticed, I wouldn't have caught. Oh,
Yeah.
where'd Rogue's ass go? Like,
Yeah.
would have came across.
Yeah, it looks so similar to the original.
Right.
A little different, but yeah.
And plus, who do you know that would call you up, be like, "Hey, 97's great and all. Rogue's got no ass anymore." You'd be like, "All right, so you need to get outside."
Right. I'd be like, is that the same Nickelodeon producer that's under fire?
Dude, that documentary.
I've heard about it. I haven't watched it, but
Holy
yeah, I
hell.
heard he's a fucking slime ball, huh?
I don't know
Oh,
why.
dude, they're making a new episode now. Like with all the stuff that's come out,
Oh, really?
they're
About the
making a
same guy?
5th episode of it.
So what's the gist of it? What was he like actually touching? And
Yes,
oh,
you would like
geez.
have people massage him. You would
Jeez.
have Kevin. That was a really good period piece behind you for a while.
Good movie, but yeah, go ahead. I'll talk about it later. I don't know what just happened there.
But no, like it's just pretty much like, and he hired people who ended up being sexual predators. Then it was
Jeez.
insane.
Yeah, you gotta check out some of the stuff from that Ariana Grande show. I don't know what it's called.
Sam
but,
and Cat, and then Victoria's.
like he has her doing all this weird stuff with her feet and like sticking her foot in her mouth and like then you
Pouring
think
water
about
going, I'm so thirsty.
yeah,
Or the
Jeez.
squeezing
Holy
potato
shit.
juice.
yeah.
She's grabbing this potato going, give me the juice. Like, how the hell are we not? And apparently that
Wow.
was like .com's exclusive stuff. So there didn't have to be any editors or anyone. He's shooting this for the website. There was no one else even aware of what was happening with that. But yeah, 5th episode is coming out after the whole we should feel bad for Drake Bell. And then people going, well, Drake Bell was grooming someone as well.
Yeah. I saw that.
It's like, yeah, two wrongs don't make a right.
Think about what's the symbol of Nickelodeon?
It's a splat.
Yeah,
It's a
on a
foot,
foot,
too.
right?
It's a foot.
Oh,
It's a foot.
Yeah.
Was it? Oh, I thought
Yeah.
went a completely different way.
Both are pretty disgusting now.
Well, no, that Dan guy has a foot jacuzzi in his backyard.
Of course he
That
does.
was always a big thing for a while.
Hold on, guys. We're getting a call in. It's Quentin Tarantino. Let's put him in here.
That needs to be Tarantino needs to come back for one more movie. Just about all the kids coming back for Dan, just through
Right.
different avenues. Just kill Dan, and all of them are like, Kel Mitchell's just walking up, good burger, but it's a knife, and it'd just be great.
Making up your own movie there, like AI Bob.
Yeah, boom. We have that movie
Done.
made.
Shoot it.
Good Burger is a horror movie. It's in the woods. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. I'd watch that actually.
Dude, I watched the second one. Wasn't great, but the boys liked it, so we watched it.
Yeah, I like the cameos. That's pretty much the movie.
Oh yeah, no, there's nothing behind that. Like, oh, he's got a sister now, Leslie. It's I pretty much just wanted to call it Kel got his friends from SNL a job, the movie. Because
Yeah,
all
literally.
these cameos were just SNL people.
I was surprised Carmen Electra was in it too. I was like, I wasn't expecting that.
Not
What
too
else
many.
is she doing?
She's got to eat, man.
She can
I
have a
think
good
she
burger. That's
legally
what she
changed
can.
her name to Carmen Electra too.
Does she still Is she still have the hots with him in this one?
They're married,
Oh, they're married.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
and they have like 5 kids.
But Joker too being a jukebox musical.
I'm into it.
Yeah, me too.
The reason I'm into it, and I'm hoping this is part of the story and the reasoning behind a musical. Like last time we saw him, he's in a mental institution. He's running away. I want to think that he snapped completely because he heard music. He was dancing where there was music in his head. What if he's not actually, the world isn't a musical, it's just in his head? Something snapped. And so he's doing everything, and all this is romantic and singing, but on the outside, and I'm hoping they do regular shots where you see this grimy stuff like this. And then when we're in his mental capacity or in his mental state, it's all glitz, glamour, very Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, like that over the top Broadway production. And then occasionally they'll shoot out and you'll just see him there trying to do that's what I'm hoping. It might be way too off, but I just thought that would be the cool way to make it a musical, is to be he went full insane and an embolism popped in his brain, because people get head injuries. They wake up, they could speak a completely different language fluently. Like, I think Scrubs had an episode where literally someone had a brain tumor and it made everything happen in a musical. So it'd be cool if that was the reasoning why. But there's like what, 12 original songs, and
Yeah.
that's a lot to me. Like, that's is why I'm stoked for it. I don't know why people were mad about Lady Gaga being Harley Quinn. To me, if it's a musical, this makes a million times more sense now.
Oh yeah, like I'm on board with that casting, 100%. And she's way crazy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's Italian from New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
She knows how to play crazy. Just take away her gabagoo and she'll get snap on you. Just kidding.
And it'd be great if they got Andrew Dice Clay to play her father again.
Jack and Jill went up the hill.
Oh,
I'm excited for it nonetheless. Joaquin Phoenix, I love the first one so much that I don't see how a second one. I do though. Now that I'm in my head, like I could see a musical bouncing really hard, but it takes balls to do it. So I'm hoping that they're that confident and that they can make it work.
yeah, it was like to connect it to the Joker. I saw this movie with Robert De Niro from the 80s. The King of Comedy. You ever see that one? No one?
I don't know. I don't think I ever saw The King of
I don't
Comedy.
think I saw
Me
that.
either.
Oh, you gotta
Yeah.
watch it. It's cool. So he's like a delusion comic who's trying to get on like Jimmy Fallon, Jay Leno, but in the movie it's Jerry Lewis playing a character, and like he kidnaps him. But he's politely insane. That's the best part I can describe it as.
Oh, I've seen this poster a million times.
Yeah,
I heard about it, but I've never seen it.
yeah, it's good. Scorsese did it.
Yeah, I was gonna
it's
say
like a film.
there's a lot of stars in this thing.
Who's the girl in the movie, Bob? You got the Kessels right there. Sandra Bernard.
Sandra Bernhardt, yeah.
That's her first movie, and she's insane. She's absolutely bonkers in it too. I'm talking about the King of Comedy.
She's bonkers in real life too, though.
a-
Like none of that's acting.
You saw it too. You saw it, Henry. Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yes, I watched it for the first time a few years back.
It's pretty
I'd
good.
heard about it, but yeah, it is. And you can see the influence in the Joker from it. I thought.
Maybe that was an homage by having De Niro in Joker.
Oh, definitely.
I think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
By the way, when we said Wish was AI, I had a little person walk right by me and goes, "Yeah, it was AI," and looked at me like I was an idiot and walked past. So.
I showed you, Bob.
I know it was AI.
Yeah, you can tell because it was such a copy and pasted movie. It stole from about 100 other Disney movies. Taking over the world. James Cameron predicted this.
Now we're in the future of AI, and you're just like, "Yep,
Yep.
we're all gonna have little Haley Joel Osments."
Yeah, it's pretty interesting now. Like I never had anything to do with AI, but now when you do like a search, even like a Google search, or not Google, but one of the other ones I do at work, like an AI bot comes up and like fills in all the information for you in like real time. So you don't have to go to a specific website page. It just like lists every fact like right there in real time.
Yeah,
Creepy.
we got like a ghostwriter application where I work, and it's all AI too. Like writing emails and shit and responding, like doing templates. It's crazy.
Yeah, just think of the
Makes
like
me
coding
lazy.
industry and all that. It's probably not going to be existent coming up. AI, they'll just have AI write all the code and all that. Computer programming, get rid of a lot of jobs probably.
Oh yeah, that's tech industry, obviously.
Mhm.
I got laid off too. Like it's just hitting the tech industry. A lot of big companies, Microsoft, Amazon, laying off a bunch of people.
Yeah, but then it's going to start writing its own coding, and then there's going to be that one glitch, and our great grandchildren will be able to expose it and take the fight back.
Yeah.
Very Sarah Connor.
So next is like when reboots get it wrong versus right, or get it right versus wrong.
Well, the only thing I want to say about this is I saw the trailer for Good Times, the remake or reboot, whatever it is, and it's rare that I wish Tyler Perry would do something. But in this case, I'm like, I think Tyler Perry would have done a job with the Good Times reboot. And it's Seth MacFarlane that's doing it now, and it looks kind of bad.
I could see Tyler Perry doing it, but the problem is Tyler Perry would be Florida, and then we'd have to deal with that.
Oh, of course he would.
Like, like just Florida. My name's Florida. And how many times just
Oh God, you sounding like Tyler Perry. I swear it gives me like Vietnam flashbacks.
Did you watch that new movie he did? I heard it's awful.
He did
I didn't
another
even know he
movie.
had a movie.
Yeah, like I saw it. It's on Netflix, I think. It's Kelly Rowland. It's supposed to be terrible.
Oh, well, it's got
I
Kelly
didn't even know
Rowland in it. Destiny's Forgotten Child. He's Michelle Williams made a big career out of gospel singing. Like Kelly Rowland just kind of made a song with Nelly and just went off to the
Got killed by Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texted him on her Excel spreadsheet.
Let's not forget, before he went to kill Kelly Rowland, Freddie went, dark meat, and then killed her. So, I mean,
Yes, one of my favorite lines in movie history. I love that line. I'm not even kidding. When I make chicken, sometimes I just say, "How sweet dark meat" to myself. I really
Freddy versus Jason. Classic.
that's a guilty pleasure movie.
Oh, I like
It really
I love
is.
that movie.
Oh,
I
love that
remember
movie.
that movie came out, I think it was senior year of high school for me. So me and my buddies got shit-faced drunk. and I drove to the movie theater like 6 deep. We all went to see it and had a great time with it.
I thought the Candyman reboot was pretty good. I like that one.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
really good. That was one of the rare, really good ones, in fact.
Yeah. Speaking of the horror ones, I love this movie. Everybody hated it, but it was a reboot remake. Nightmare on Elm Street with Jackie Earl Haley. I actually liked that a lot. I saw it a few times in the theater when it came out.
I liked it. I liked it when it like had its own identity, but when it started basically updating the original scenes. Like I had a problem with that. Like the one with the wall in the original.
Yeah.
I thought it looked cheap in the new one, but I like Jackie Earl Haley as Freddy. I thought he was very good.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the whole backstory. It's like they kind of threw all the Nightmare on Elm Streets together in this movie with all the characters like Jesse's from part 2, Nancy, like all of them in this movie. I thought it was cool. I thought they're gonna do like a new franchise, like a new
Yeah.
series of movies, and I don't think it did very well, and they never made any more. But I had a good time with it.
And like the micro naps,
Yeah.
how basically Freddy could appear in those micro naps.
Yep.
And that one line that was badass where he kills the guy in the prison and he's like, the brain stays alive for 7 minutes. So we got
Yeah.
7 minutes to play. That
Yeah.
was awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that actor that played. I think he played Jesse in that scene, if I remember correctly, in the prison.
Yeah.
That actor was cool. It's Thomas Decker, who's in a bunch of
Oh,
movies.
yeah. And from the Terminator show, he played John
Terminator.
Connor.
Yep. Yeah.
House got apes. Apes, of course, Planet of the Apes reboot's pretty
Oh
good.
yeah.
Batman
Yeah.
Begins, great. And of course, for TV, I got Cobra Kai.
Hell
Oh yeah.
Good
Oh
call.
yeah. Good one. Just watching the Planet of the Apes movies for the first time. Those were incredible. I know me and Henry reviewed them. Man, I'm pissed that I waited so long to watch those. They're really good.
Yeah.
So you'll be there day one for the new one.
Yeah, I will. For sure. Got my interest now.
Which one was your favorite out of the three?
Probably War,
War?
the last one.
Was okay.
I
Yes.
like Dawn. I like Dawn a lot. The first one was good too, but I think War was the most epic, I think.
One of my favorite trilogies. I put that right up there with The Dark Knight and Star Wars.
Those are
The
good.
only thing though with the new one, it's directed by the guy who did the Maze Runner, and I'm like, that is
Oh
kind of
god
a step
damn it.
down
Really?
Yeah.
from that.
Wes Ball. Yeah.
Maze Runner?
What's that?
Yeah.
What's called? Yeah.
Uh, that's not
I'm like,
good.
if it would have been Matt Reeves, I'm like, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not.
All right, so let me go
also
back
now.
here. Yeah, maybe not day one then, since it's that guy directing it. I'll see how the reviews are. Maybe go see it a few weeks in. So it's like, why can't Matt Reeves do it? Because Batman's
Penguin.
not coming. Oh,
Yeah.
Penguin. I'm like, Batman's not coming
Batman
out until
too,
like
though, yeah.
another 8 years. So
Got pushed back into next year, yeah.
yeah.
Did you guys
You
see
can
the
even tell
Penguin
it's-
trailer? Looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even
And
with
if-
like the apes, you can tell it's a different director. Like the tone is lighter and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. 300 years after the last one, I think it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah,
The future.
Planet of the
Yeah.
Apes
yeah.
Yeah, the Kingdom that's coming out.
looks so good.
We were talking about how it's the Maze Runner director, so we're kind of
Oh.
timid on that, but yeah. It's not Matt Reeves.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
We can all agree that Maze Runner sucks. So
Oh, real quick, the reboots when they get it right, when they while it wasn't a complete reboot, Grease Rise of the Pink Ladies was actually really freaking good. It's unfortunate that got canceled, but like that was really good, and A League of Their Own TV show. That Prime had, both of those were really good. So
Huh.
I don't know if it was I don't know if I could call it reboot necessarily, but those were both actually really well done. And unfortunately, both got canceled for whatever reasons. But
I haven't seen either.
Oh, I got a bad one. I got the Pet Cemetery remake.
Oh
Yeah.
God, that was
Yeah, that was
bad.
movie.
Steam
And
Palace
Fire
shit.
and Firestarter too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Awful.
shit, that was painful.
Oh, and the new Carrie. Any other remake? Like,
Jeez.
Yeah, I think it's rare you get a good one.
well, I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Jennifer Biel.
Yes,
Jessica Biel.
That was good.
Jessica Biel. Yep, that was a
Yeah.
good one.
Like I really liked that one. The
I
Freddy
said,
and Jason ones were terrible.
I said Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake reboot. I liked a lot. I don't know if you like
The
that,
one
Bob.
with
Jackie Earl Haley.
really?
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
I kind of agreed. I liked her Haley.
As long as we can agree that the Jason one sucked terribly.
You see, I didn't like
Yes.
the one when I saw it, but then I rewatched all the Jasons Friday the 13th, and that's actually not a bad movie because after Friday the 13th Part 4 or 5, it gets really fucking stupid.
Oh yeah. I never said they were good
And
movies.
it kind of goes back to form with the remake. Yeah.
I need to rewatch
You know-
that. You know, we saw that when it came out in theaters, me and Henry, and I haven't rewatched it since then.
The
So
new
I
one?
need to,
Mhm.
the new one, the newer Friday the
Yeah.
13th. I haven't seen it in a long
Like,
time.
give it another shot. Yeah, because
Yeah, I will.
I didn't like it at all when I saw it, but then I rewatched it. I'm like, this isn't that bad.
Derek Mears
And you
that
know
plays
they're
him.
gonna they're gonna be extra careful with the next Friday the 13th that comes out because it's the 13th one.
Oh shit.
Oof.
Yeah.
There's a TV show coming.
Yeah. I'm interested in
Yes.
that.
Crystal
Brian
Lake.
Fuller.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that
That
is.
should be good. That might reinvigorate the franchise, actually.
That was a good reboot. Hannibal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, that was a great one.
Wait, the show, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
show.
the show. Yep.
See, that I don't know how the
So
hell that
good.
was on NBC.
Well, because there was
Yeah.
Hannibal
Bates Motel
Rising, that
was good,
movie, and
too.
that was an interesting one. But
Mm. No, the show was pretty amazing.
that show, and if I remember correctly, that show had oh god, he was known for BBC stuff. British broadcast system, not the any other BBC stuff you could be doing. I don't know, but it had a nice slow burn show thing, and that's what I like. I like a show that it takes you like every episode isn't going to end with that perfect ending. It's not gonna everything's not going to be summed up, you know.
Hmm.
You're talking about Hannibal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I like the dude who played Mason Berger, Michael
Yeah,
Pitt.
Michael
yeah.
Pitt.
Oh, yeah.
Michael
Michael
Pitt.
Pitt.
He was awesome.
Michael
And then
Pitt
he's
is in one of
the
my
actors.
favorite movies that no one ever talked. Funny Games,
Oh, that movie's so yeah, it's so good.
and it's something no one. I'll bring that movie up to so many people, and the only people I know who have seen it are the ones I've made watch it. Because
Not me.
No, yeah, well, because you have good taste in movies.
True. Yeah. That is
Yeah, well, maybe I'll watch that one again because I did not like that movie at all.
No,
really.
oh, Niall, have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw the American remake.
Yeah.
Which is the same as the original, pretty much.
Yeah, the original's just Australian, and I think Naomi Watts is in that one still too.
Mhm.
But just like because it's the most frustrating movie in the world. Just when you think everything's going and finally something happened, like he just walks in, hits a rewind button, and it takes him back, and everyone's like, "God damn!" It's such a good movie. Oh, there you go. There's a reboot that nailed it.
What do you think of The Strangers? Because it's like a trilogy that's coming out all this year.
You know, from the first, I watched the trailer for the new one coming out, the very first chapter 1 or whatever, with the chick from Riverdale. It doesn't look that bad, like
Yeah,
the
no, I'm
trailer.
impressed. Yeah,
Yeah, it
It's
looked,
I only
Rennie
like the
Harlan,
first
right?
one.
yeah, it's Rennie Harlan. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, like it looked better than I thought it would be. I was like, it's gonna be stupid, but has my interest with the
Yeah.
trailer.
I love the original, the very first Strangers. Them,
Liv
Yeah.
Tyler.
I thought the movie
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
was fucking awesome. And the second one was good. Had some parts to it were pretty good. Pray at Night, I think it was called. Strangers Pray
Yeah.
at Night.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I mean, the biggest part about the first one for me that I liked was the just hardcore thriller aspect. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
anytime you heard a bump or anything, and because I saw it in the theater, anytime you heard a bump, like,
Yeah.
it was really good.
Yeah, it was super unsettling, like creepy, the first one. Yeah, I thought it was good.
I like the ending.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's a bad ending. I mean, evil ending. I should say.
Mhm.
Everyone has seen it, right?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, they don't survive, right? The night, the two people.
yeah, no.
Yeah, they get killed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Liv
the most
Tyler
bad.
gets it. I believe Liv Tyler's the last,
And they're tied in the chairs and they get stabbed, right? Yeah, that was like, yeah. I was
and
like,
just
holy
let
shit.
him bleed out.
Yeah, that's
Bleed
nuts.
out and they just take off like nothing happened. And They were just random people. Like there was no
I remember that.
motive,
Oh,
like to
Richard
go after
Brake's in it.
Yeah. They just that's why it was even creepier because that could happen. You know, like just some random people showing up, kill you for no reason, leave. You know, like
Easily, yeah.
creepy.
Looking at Rennie Harlan's body of work. And
What's he done lately? I mean, he was a big name in like the 80s and 90s.
Legend of Hercules, Refuge, Devil's Pass, 5 Days of War, you know, all the hits.
Oh, yeah.
The Resident,
Memorable.
Driven. I mean, these
Driven.
are producers.
I remember
The one
Driven.
with Stallone. Right?
Yeah.
Blast from the Past, which that one is
Oh.
a guilty pleasure movie.
I do remember that one.
The Long Kiss Goodnight.
I like that movie.
Cutthroat Island.
Mhm.
All right, there you go. You got
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. Fat Boys, are you ready for Freddy? He was an uncredited executive producer on that music video.
Wait,
He's doing the whole trilogy.
Wait, he did Blast from the Past
Yeah.
with Brendan Fraser?
Yeah, he was the producer.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I thought he was the director. I'm like, that is not a Rennie Harlan joint.
Let me see. I'll look at his directing stuff because the Bricklayer Refuge Class Reunion 3. He didn't have anything to do with the first two. Skip Trace, like yeah, there's here's a yeah, none of it's better. Oh, he's the director for Exorcist: The Beginning.
Oh yeah, there was like 3 versions of that movie. I remember.
Oh, but he did do Deep Blue Sea. No, I'm a sucker for that movie.
Did he
Adventures
direct
of Ford Fairlane? Die Hard 2, Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Yeah, he did the Dream Warriors. I remember that one.
Dream Warriors is so good.
Yeah.
It might be the best one. Although I was rewatching them and I forgot how this is going to sound bad, but like how gay the second one was.
Yeah. I mean, that's the appeal to it. It's super homoerotic.
There's a whole documentary on that.
Yeah,
and
there is.
the actor was like, "Oh, you made a gay movie." He's like, "No, you made it gay."
Like, no, son, you are gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he does
oh.
the dance in the room alone, he's like helping like the desk, and his girlfriend walks in, and mom's like, "Oh, he's just hanging out."
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Huh.
It almost makes you feel like someone goes, "This is what a hetero relationship would be like." Boys being boys, humping random objects. I mean, not far off, but Sleeping Dogs, you guys got to check it out. It's actually really good.
Was Russell good?
He was the one like, yeah, I really liked him.
Good.
Karen
I noticed
Gillan,
he's been doing a lot of like kind of direct to DVD type movies, action movies. Kind of he's reached that phase in his career.
yeah, like I'm hoping this is the resurgence part because like, oh, that's right, he can act. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, he's not pulling a De Niro or anything, but you're like,
right.
He brings in this depressed cop type thing. I think you'd like it. It's a good mystery.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
Adam
check it out.
Cooper interview was cool. He looked like Carrie Ewells.
Right?
That's who he reminded me of. I'm like, did the double take? I'm like, is that Carrie? No, it's not. Adam Cooper. I don't know. Would Friday Night Lights be considered a remake? Because they had the movie and then they did the show.
I mean, I always thought it was like a continuation.
Companion continuation. Yeah.
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 I mean, that show was incredible.
Yeah.
Wait, Kristen Dunst was in The Omen?
Yeah, what?
Oh God, no! I'm sorry. I was thinking.
Stiles, your favorite.
Yeah, Julia Stiles' big ass forehead.
Oh yeah.
Of course, she's gonna give birth to the Antichrist. Fucking Julia.
I guess the new one is supposed to be. I don't know. I was reading a couple of reactions that were saying it was good, but who knows now? If somebody paid to write that, but
the first.
I saw
one?
a couple of good ones. The first one that's coming out with the girl from the M. Night show on Apple. The hell's it
Wait,
called?
what?
Logan?
What are you talking about?
The new Omen movie
First
that's
Omen.
coming out. The first
It's called
Omen.
The First Omen.
No Tiger
Oh.
Free, the girl from
Yes,
The one with Rupert Grint.
Yes.
yes. Why can't I think of the name?
Servant.
Servant, yes, Servant.
Oh,
Yeah.
this
So
is
yeah,
a
that's
British as hell movie.
so that's like kind of in the same universe of The Omen.
Yeah, I
The
think
first.
so.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that. I thought it was just some new supernatural movie. I didn't know that.
I
Video
went to
game.
Half
Yep.
Price Books today and bought Bully for the
Oh,
360
cool.
so I could put it on my Xbox Series X. And I was like, man, I loved this game. I'm trying to find the first Borderlands so the boys can play that because we're playing number 2 together in a co-op thing. And we grabbed number 3 for dirt cheap. And then I was like, fuck, Bully? All right. Well,
I would love for them to do Bully again. Bully's awesome.
It was supposed to get that sequel. It was supposed to get all this stuff, and then it just got no love. But Bully and Fable. Loved Fable as well.
I think they're doing a new Fable.
Yeah, they're gonna do a new one. Fucking Bully was so underrated and well, not even underrated, just almost forgotten way too easily.
Yeah.
That and the original game Manhunt.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah. Isn't that game banned in some countries?
Oh yeah. I always thought that was a great game too. Those are 2 I wish.
Yeah, I got Parasite Eve.
I loved that game so much.
I think that, and I got Dino Crisis.
Which one?
Dino Crisis. You ever play
Oh
it?
wow, all right.
Yeah. I don't know why they haven't done that. Like, I think
The audience is
badass.
there.
Like, just take the Resident Evil engine and just put dinosaurs in it instead of zombies.
I'd say, I mean, I just want them to actually like change the graphics and update that, but like the Call of Duty series needs something new. They need to change it up. We've gotten the same game for years now. I feel like it's just the same thing over and over again. Can be.
That's what
redone.
I wish they'd bring back Medal of Honor. Remember every Medal of Honor
Oh yeah,
story.
exactly. Yeah, they changed it up a
Yeah,
lot
Medal of
better.
Honor, that's a good one.
Dude,
Mhm.
they had the Rising Sun one where you're in Pearl Harbor and you're literally
Yes, I
on
remember that
USS Arizona. That was cool.
Like the first level, you're in the water, right?
Mhm.
Yes. Holy crap! I forgot about that.
Those were good games. I like
And
those.
they need to redo the Final Fantasy outside of the Final Fantasy VII remakes because the Final Fantasy, the main games are just they're not Final Fantasy anymore.
I wasn't gonna buy the Final Fantasy VII remakes. I was just like, all right, like I beat it, and I know these are better graphics, and I know people are
Oh
saying
no,
that
you have to buy this Final Fantasy VII remake.
really.
It is amazing. That's what I did during quarantine, and I wasn't working.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were scrambling because Google Classroom wasn't invented yet, so all we had to do was go in one at a time at my school, print up a few pages, give them to the administration, and then we didn't do anything. Like I did nothing for 2 weeks. I got paid, and in that 2 weeks, I beat Final Fantasy VII. I sat in front of the television for an average of 7 hours a day.
That's
And
awesome.
then did you buy the new one that just came out then?
I'm gonna get a PS5 in June, but I'm definitely gonna get. That's the first game I'm getting. And
The
it
game
looks
is massive.
Yeah, like the open world. I can't wait to just dive into the open world.
I think I was looking at that last night. It's free on the PlayStation membership.
Yeah,
And it was like 160 gigs. It was like massive. It would take up most of my
Wow.
PlayStation space. So I'm like, nah, I'm
Yeah.
good.
That's crazy. That's like Horizon big.
Yeah,
Probably
it's,
even bigger than Horizon, yeah.
yeah, it's even bigger. But never played them myself, but they look interesting.
story is incredible. The changes they make in the news story are okay, but if you play the original game, it's just the story is amazing. It's so good.
Yeah. I'd love to see BioShock. That's my favorite game franchise. I would love to see them reboot that, like modern graphics on PlayStation. I think see Rapture, their underground water
the things they
world.
could do with that right now,
Yeah.
especially in 4K.
Yes.
Mhm.
I think that game would be so incredible. I'd love to see that.
That'd be awesome.
I've been wanting
love
to
this-
make an animated movie or show with it
Oh,
about
yeah.
like show us what Rapture was and how it felt. Like
I think they're doing that.
Are they?
They've been talking about it for years for Netflix, a TV series, but nothing's really, nothing's been accomplished.
Gore Verbinski is supposedly doing it.
Yeah, I would love to see that. I think he would be perfect to get
Yeah, because what was that weird movie with Dane DeHaan he did?
Uh,
Uh, The Cure for Wellness. Is that
Cure
it?
for Wellness. Yeah,
Cure for-
there you go.
Yeah, that looked like BioShock.
It did.
Yeah,
It did
so
a
I
little
think
bit.
I think you would nail it. You should definitely do it.
Or Oz Perkins, I think it would be another good director for like a BioShock series.
Wait, what has he done?
What has he
Uh,
done? Blackcoat's Daughter. What's the other
He has
ones
a new
now?
movie coming out. He has a new movie coming out with Michael Monroe and Nicolas Cage, son of Anthony Perkins.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
And as far as like games I want to see rebooted, I remember the last Max Payne game was like really good, and they just never done anything after that.
Yeah, Max Payne.
Yeah, those are fun.
Maybe they were.
That
What about
Mark had to come and fuck him up.
Oh yeah, yeah, he did. Yeah, those games are awesome. Rockstar was amazing. Still is, of
Mhm.
course. What about Duke Nukem or Doom? I'd like to see updated versions of both of
Yeah,
those
Doom would
games.
be awesome.
Yeah, they just imagine with the graphics now with the
But
Unreal Engine.
you haven't played Doom?
No, not like
Oh.
a brand new Doom. No. Uh-uh.
Oh, you haven't played Doom Eternal or the remake?
Uh-uh. No.
Oh, you should play that. It's
Are they
incredible.
bad? Are they for PS5 or?
No, they're PS4.
Shit. No, missed
Yeah,
both of
no, they're
those.
awesome. They're good games.
Yeah.
What was the other one you said? Doom and what else?
Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem, they had that long period of time, and then they put out that Duke Nukem Forever or whatever, and it was so bad because we had to
Yeah.
wait like 9 years for it. That would be a
Oh,
fun
right.
set to get.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, that
studio
game
that
was
did
fun.
Fallout and Skyrim, they did Doom, the new Doom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely try it. Yeah, it's fun.
Cool.
Man, I'd love I'd love I put a rething of Fallout 3. I liked it better than 4. Something like Fallout 3 was my favorite. It was
Yeah.
right before New Vegas.
I only played the 4, so that's the only one I've seen.
Fallout 3 was that was the one that got me hooked into it.
Yeah, me too.
But New Vegas was terrible. I wasn't a fan of Fallout 4 much. But the show looks fun.
Yes.
Couple weeks away. Yeah.
Oh, I got the new South Park game. The Snow Day.
How is it?
It plays like Diablo.
That's it.
Yeah, just Carbon's talking shit to you though. Like he pops up on the screen like he's FaceTiming you. And when you die, he's like, "Hey, new kid, you want to stop dying? Is this what we're doing today?" And but it's like people are like, "Oh, it's only a 4-hour game." I was like, "That's fine. One, it's $30. Two, you can get 4 people like hook up your Xboxes or whatever and just play with people across South Park. Like it's fun." That and yeah, the boys and I are playing Borderlands 2, which I would love to see Borderlands get a nice polish and shine.
Yeah, for sure. I remember I got the last game on PlayStation 4. It was really awesome. I'd love to see a new one.
Part of the PlayStation like Plus was the Handsome collection where it was Borderlands 2 and the prequel. So that's where we're playing number 2 at, but number 1 was so good.
Oh, movies that would make
Oh.
great video
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
I know Jaws was a video game, but I think they could do like an open world with that.
There's a lot they can do with that,
Awesome.
especially the
Yeah.
graphics these days. You know, that'd
Yeah.
be sign me up.
Yeah.
I would love that.
That'd be so cool.
Like build up your boat, do missions, go to islands,
Yeah.
and of course
Yep.
fight Jaws.
Yeah, of course, yeah, fight Jaws and pick up
Hang out with
stuff
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Yeah,
Get
And
drunk
Mario Van
with
Peebles.
get drunk with Quint. That'd
Yeah.
be fun. Here's old stories.
Tell your own Scar story. Yeah.
Yeah. Who gets drunker?
Yeah, that would be cool.
and
Yes.
Dusk Till Dawn too. I think that'd be a cool video game from Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That'd
yeah.
be awesome.
especially if it was
Going-
like
Okay.
a third person or
Yeah.
not third person, like a Fallout or not Fallout, Fortnite. The way they do Fortnite, where you can still
Oh.
see 360 around you on the Unreal 3 engine.
Yeah, go
That's
deeper
cool.
into that temple that they show at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
Right. Right on the side of the mountain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Go deeper there.
Yeah, you're saying Jaws. One that comes to mind for me that I think would be an amazing video game. I would love to play the Goonies. I would love to see
Yeah.
the Goonies like a
Oh, yeah.
PlayStation game. Treasure
Mhm.
hunt. You have to fight against the
Yeah.
octopus. Octopus was deleted in the movie, but it's a deleted scene. I think that'd be cool. You have to fight an octopus. Fighting the Fratellis. Going to the pirate ship, of course. One Eye Willie. I mean, there's a lot they could do with that. I would play that for like hundreds of hours.
Oh yeah.
Did you play the original Nintendo game?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goonies 2.
With the,
Yeah,
uh,
Goonies too. I was like, yeah, we need an update on that. We need an
Hey.
updated game.
You're Chunk and you're doing a yo-yo. Like, all right.
Yeah, that game was pretty wild back then.
While not exactly this, a Pirates of the Caribbean game would be great. And they tried with this last pirate game that just came out. Black Sails with Assassin's Creed was decent, but I think if they were to dive in a little more into the whole pirate genre, I think that would actually be a lot of fun. Especially if, again, not necessarily Captain Jack Sparrow, but if you're a very known pirate or something like that people are coming after you.
There could be like so many side quests you can do with that game.
Exactly.
bunch
The
of-
bounties and
Mhm.
stuff, it'd be great. It could be in the world. You wouldn't have to be Captain Jack, but
Yeah.
It'd be cool if the paths kept crossing and different voyages you're on, he has to be on and maintain the ship still and stuff like that. Like not tedious, like what should we paint it? But just like, hey, look, that cannonball just came in and blew the shit out of the one, like that kind of stuff.
I know they want to reboot that movie.
Really?
Yeah,
I read that.
with the chick from The Bear, Io Debris.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of her.
Yeah, I like Io Debris a lot. She's awesome.
She had a good SNL.
Yes, her episodes. Yeah, because she's a skilled sketch comedian, unlike Dakota and Sydney.
Oh, you could have just put skilled and left it at that. Yeah, they're searching for extras right now for season 3 and 4 of The Bear.
That's awesome.
You
I heard
go
they're
up
going to
to-
shoot back to back, right?
Yep.
That's the plan.
I got
Good idea, because they're going to get all those actors are going to already blowing up, and yeah, it's just going to get busier.
They get Uncle Steve in the show finally. And he berates
They
everybody.
should, yeah. Yeah.
True
Get him
Chicago
as Richie's dad.
Yeah, Richie's dad, the true Chicago legend.
It's a lot of people are doing that. Chicago Fire, Chicago PD. Like, there's a lot of shows filming in Chicago. All right, I like the Bear more than all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like if I pause the screen, I'm gonna see Uncle Steve in the back, and I'll be like Leo DiCaprio, like doing that meme pointing.
Yeah.
They're like puking on the side of a bar somewhere in the alley. With a cigarette in his hand.
Stealing somebody's credit card at the bar.
Yeah.
As far as like movies though, that would be good games. I thought like Django Unchained only because I know Red Dead Redemption, and that
Oh, yeah,
that'd be
kind of does
good.
play out like a video
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be great if since Tarantino's done with films, that actually happened and he wrote the script for that video game.
There was a sequel to Django Unchained. It was a comic book form. Do you remember that one, Niall?
Yeah, with
Django and
Zorro.
Zorro.
Yeah.
Oh shit. How was that?
All in the same universe.
That sounds interesting. Cool.
No, I liked it actually.
Yeah.
The art was great.
And I don't know if you remember this movie, Dog Soldiers. I thought that would be a good game.
Was that
Yeah.
the one with the werewolves?
Werewolves, yep,
Yeah.
the Nazis.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I do remember that one.
I always thought Underworld would be a great game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, just with the lore around it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we could make your favorite movie into a game, Logan. You imagine a Lost Boys thing? Again, create your own character, but
Oh man. I would love that so much.
make that an open world game?
Yeah, I mean that's all I would play.
Yeah.
You
I
would have
mean-
to have like a fun sequence with the sax guy. You got to complete that mission.
Yeah.
That's a tutorial.
Right.
A mini game is dancing along with it. It's like Guitar Hero. And you're just slithering and doing the serpentine like Axl Rose.
Hey, yeah, you have to seduce like a girl or something. You got to hit the right button sequences to the sax.
Okay, so There was a game on the original Xbox. I was just talking about it with my buddy. Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude.
I played that game.
I want that oh my God. Anyone who doesn't know it, just go on YouTube and watch people playing Magna Cum Laude, Leisure Suit Larry. It's the most ridiculous game in the world. All you're doing is trying to get laid.
Yeah, you're like a 40-year-old man too, and you're hitting on like 20-year-olds.
Yeah, and it's just when you're talking to a girl, you're a sperm, and there's like beer and like green things and red things. And you have to hit the green to make the conversation go good. If you hit the red ones, it goes bad. If you hit too many beers, then all of a sudden you can't control the sperm much. You start going off on weird tangents and you totally strike out. It's such a good game.
I remember playing that in college. Holy shit.
I want to get an original Xbox just to get that game. That game was seriously so much fun. We all used to get together, drink, and just play that game. He had a side game, like if you didn't have charisma, if you're like really sad slumped, you'd have to go to your apartment or your dorm and play Pong. But it was two hands like this, and there's a dick in the middle, and you bounce. And then when it hit the bell in the middle, your confidence came all up, and you could talk to anybody.
Holy shit! How did I not hear about this game?
I don't know. It's one of my favorite games. God,
did it come out in like the American Pie era of films?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, that's about the only time it would definitely wouldn't be released today.
I want to play the Alone in the Dark game that just came out.
Which one?
They redid Alone in the Dark, and they have
really?
Barber and Jodie Comer as the two people. It's like survivor horror. It's like Resident Evil got a lot of inspiration from it.
Would Hunger Games be a good game?
No.
I just started watching a little bit of the movies. I'm like, oh, in concept, this is great, but I haven't watched much of it. And I was like, well, I wonder. Yeah. Like just kids killing each other. Battle Royale. We'll make that a game. We're good.
Played through Spider-Man 2. We got the platinum trophy. Basically got all the trophies in the game on PlayStation. Me and my kid have been playing it for like 3 months. And man, that was so awesome. That's such an awesome game.
How long did that take you?
Insomniac's great.
45 hours. We've been playing it since Christmas. He got it for Christmas. So we played on the weekends. He's over here. Played 6 to 8 hours, at a time. And it took us a few months. And yeah, man, that was such a good story and graphics. And
if anything, the story was a little too short. I thought like I would have wanted to see a little more.
If I just would have
everything.
Yeah, if I just would have played like the main story, it didn't do all the side stuff and all the other trophies, like probably 15 hours. Like it's a short game. It's not super long. But I know you guys like
there's a lot of extra. Yeah.
Spider-Man and the comics and stuff. It's awesome seeing Peter and Miles together in Venom and all these bad guys.
Oh, Venom does show up in this one?
Oh,
you get to be him at one point. Yeah,
you get to be Venom. Awesome. Yeah, it's a big part of the game.
I like that Spider-Man's getting good game. I'm hoping that Superman finally gets a good game made about him, because the N64 one was just the worst thing I've ever played in my life.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one. Superman. I haven't played one. That'd be a good.
Oh, again, watch people playing the hardest game in the world, which was Superman on the N64. The flying controls were absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, the N64, everything was all like pixelated. You couldn't even probably tell it was Superman back then.
There were 3 games I played on that, and that was NWO, WCW Revenge, then the WWE ones, and then the only non-wrestling one was GoldenEye.
GoldenEye, of course, yeah.
Did anyone see the Crow trailer? Just want to know your thoughts about that.
No.
Dude, I'm into it.
No.
You know what? I never watched it, honestly. I remember seeing the pictures of Skarsgård, and I never watched it. I forgot about it.
Good, don't watch it.
See, the only reason I'm into it is James O'Barr wrote it, and he wanted to do something new, so he did good with the first, this is his baby. Like, this is what James O'Barr is known most for, is The Crow. So I'd like to think he wouldn't put out shit just for money, but he hasn't whored himself out for anything, really.
But he's writing it only, or is he directing it too?
I know he's at least writing or a co-writer of it. Because this was,
I don't know. It's gonna have to really do good. in my mind because I love
Yeah. The
94.
first Eric Draven was awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to top.
Oh, no, he's one of the writers.
Going okay.
But in that, like, I watched the original not that long ago, and I was like, all right, it's good, but like Crow 2, City of Angels, that wasn't good. But then they made a third one with Kirsten Dunst, and
Yes, I remember that one.
that one was really good. And then all the other ones sucked. The TV show was terrible. So I'm hoping this one does good.
What movie and TV shows are you guys looking forward to this spring?
Immaculate, I want to see that real bad. Even
Yep.
though it's got Sydney Sweeney, I heard the story's decent. One Life with Anthony Hopkins, I want to see that really bad.
Yeah, me too. I want to see that too.
I mean, it's got that famous scene from the TV.
Yeah.
That one's supposed to be good.
Fallout on Prime Video, the 12th.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to that. Looks
Oh yes.
great.
Chucky.
Yep. Chucky's coming
Oh,
back.
Chucky's back. When did that come back again?
April
That
10th.
comes out the 10th. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I heard that's going to get a movie, by the way.
Chucky.
Yeah, Mancini was talking about a movie.
That's going to tie into the TV show or something like that.
Awesome. I didn't hear that.
Oh, you know that? Yeah. I read that the other day.
That show has been actually really good, so I'm pretty pumped about that.
His punchable face, Bob. You still think
little punchable little bastards. But the way they're dealing Chucky and the way they're made, like, this is what it should be.
Yeah. They upped his kill count and less of the kids, which is good. And it's just they're just leaning into the preposterousness of it. Being in the White House, basically killing all the Secret Service, and it's cool.
So Bob, you got 2 bullets, right? You got Styles, Sweeney, and the punchable kid from Child's Play. What are you doing?
Styles, and then myself. Just to know that I took her out. That's enough.
it takes 3 bullets just to go to her forehead.
Oh, wow.
I go eye socket. It's the only way to get through it. Well, the first thing I would do, Kev, is I would start a fire. And if she didn't go fire bad, then I take the gun out.
And to be safe, make sure they're silver bullets.
Absolutely.
Werewolf now?
Look like a damn cat.
Like she said, she'll turn into a cat.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I got Monkey Man, of course. I loved it.
It does look good.
We discussed Civil War. And Ripley on Netflix is getting, like, The Talented Mr. Ripley is getting his own show.
Nice.
It's that guy from the Miss Maisel. Was he on that? Scott. Or no, it's Fleabag, right?
Yeah.
The main guy.
It's not Adam Scott. What the hell's that guy's name? It's something like that, right?
Yeah.
I know you're talking about British guy.
Yeah.
British actor.
Yeah. Dark hair. He played a priest. Yeah.
I want to see that movie Abigail.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
That's
pretty good.
Cool.
I forgot to mention the movie If, the Ryan Reynolds imaginary friend movie. Good, that looks fun. Oh, and Fall Guy. I know a lot of people probably won't see it. For some reason, I was just like, I have to see this movie. Ryan Gosling is pretty good comedically, and I could see them kind of doing a tweener movie where he's gonna, like, Nice Guys.
Yeah.
Spielberg said it's amazing. He actually called Gosling and said, like, this is incredible. I loved it.
Yeah, it's I've been hearing like a lot of great reviews, so it's got my interest.
Oh, Logan, you gonna check out Feud?
Yeah, I need to. I forgot about it, but I need to watch it.
When I'll review it with you. When you're
okay. The Capote show?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. How was Demi Moore and all them?
Demi Moore wasn't really in it. It's mainly Naomi Watts and the dude who plays Capote. As I said in past podcasts, he was incredible. But did you see Capote with Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Yeah.
He's kind of, he is a scumbag in that movie, but you kind of like sympathize with him. In this show, like, Capote is a piece of shit. You still kind of like feel sorry for him.
Wait, is this the show Feud, like where they had
okay. The Swans on the Capotes?
Yeah, it's like Tom Hollander, right? Not Tom Holland, Tom Hollander.
So good in that show. So good.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
No, I was gonna say I'm gonna check out Invincible and The Gentleman on Netflix.
Good choice, my man.
Yeah.
The Gentleman was really great.
We enjoyed
Gentleman was
that.
good. It was good.
Yeah, we
The
we had a
Gentleman, yes.
great time with it. Theo James is really good. Vinny Jones. I meant it's a great cast, great series.
Did Invincible came back, or is it coming back?
No, it's
It's-
back with
it's
part
back.
two.
That part
Yeah.
2 started. Okay, I gotta watch that.
And they're
Yeah.
recasting Ezra Miller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to watch the new season as well, Niall. I haven't seen it yet. Looks good.
And Horror Stories coming back, American Horror Story, part two, but I'm slowly starting to give up on that show.
I haven't
Yeah.
started this season yet.
Hasn't been as good.
Yeah, the story with Emma Roberts and this, I don't even know what it is, but this pimple that she has or whatever. I'm like, I'm not interested.
So yeah,
Is it
it's
better?
weird.
Is it better than New York?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a
Yeah,
shot.
that one was pretty damn bad. So yeah, it's better than that for sure.
This is Horror Story, not Horror Stories.
No, Horror Story. I like stories though.
Okay.
No, this season is the one with Emma Roberts and Kim Kardashian.
Oh.
Do I need to say more? Yeah.
No.
And Cara Delevingne, right? She's in it too.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she always looks like an angry cat. I'm tired of looking at her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Her and Julia Stiles, the remake of All Female Cats. I like I said, I haven't been on here in a while. Have you guys seen the preview for Boy Kills World?
No.
Yeah, man, that's
Mhm.
I want to see that really bad.
they changed. Apparently, they changed the voiceover because in the voiceover it's H. John Benjamin. When it was screened originally, it was Skarsgård, and they say it changes the entire tone of that movie now.
Yeah, I
Damn.
heard it. Like I've heard people are loving this movie, and I was like, yeah, it looks great. I don't know when it comes out. It's April. Oh, end of April. Yeah, I would imagine because that's what got me originally was the voiceover, the inner thoughts with H. John Benjamin like doing it. I was like, oh, all right, yeah, this.
He hears it in a video game before he goes mute, and that's the voice that he basically thinks, and that's his.
See, that's. I just didn't know if you guys had already talked about it or not.
Yeah,
No, I was thinking about bringing it up when we were talking about the other, the Crow that he was starring in. I was like, oh yeah, he's doing the Boy Kills World. Is that based on something else, or is that?
I
think
feel
that's
like it
original.
should be, but it's this is the first time I'm ever hearing it.
And just the actress I like, Jessica Rothe, is in it too.
Oh yeah, from Happy Death Day.
Yeah.
Or has anyone seen Has Been Hotel?
No.
No.
Now you'd be the one I did. Apparently, it's on Prime. It's animated.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Has Been Hotel. Oh, and Hundred of Beavers. I think I sent that one to you, Niall. The Hundreds of Beavers movie.
You did, yeah.
I have a whole list of. Yeah, it never shows up when I have the screen. Like Villains Inc. looks great. It's a.
Oh, I didn't see this. Yeah.
Yeah, it Has Been Hotel. I'm hearing a lot about it.
Have you guys seen the preview to Sasquatch Sunset?
Yeah, that movie looks weird.
Yeah.
We just saw another trailer for it before Late Night with the Devil. I'm like, that looks like I'm gonna get really baked and go see it.
You could just go see it and you might get naturally baked. You're
It's
like, I don't
Jesse,
know, really bad.
Jesse Eisenberg and Riley, whatever her name is.
Keo or Keo.
Keo, yeah, Keo. And the whole costume and everything. I think it's funny. I don't know. Looks out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, there's no Marvel movie coming out in May. I know we got Deadpool in July, right?
Yeah, July.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no Marvel movie in May. Like every year for the last 16 years?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kicking off the summer. Yeah, you're right. I always have a big one coming out.
Oh, you know what I watched? I know you guys reviewed. I watched the review. Fool's Paradise with Charlie Day.
Hmm.
Yeah. Did you guys
What'd
see
you
that?
think?
Niall and
No, I didn't see
Yeah.
it, but I wanted to.
it was okay. Like, I thought he was a good physical comedian, but the story was so paper thin in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
But I thought he did well with it. It looked nice, like the colors and the cinematography were good.
hmm
But yeah,
I
like he
think
has a future in comedy.
I think
Direction.
you hit something on the head with that. I always felt Charlie Day should be in more movies
Yeah,
because he's really got great timing. I mean, not obviously with Always Sunny, but I just feel like the only good one he was in was Horrible Bosses. Like he
yeah.
was even funny
Yeah.
in Pacific Rim.
Right.
What about
Yeah.
Fist Fight?
Fist
Oh
fight, yeah.
yeah. Fist fight was good. Him and Ice Cube. That was
I
funny.
just feel like, and if he's doing physical comedy, that's, I guess we just don't have enough like straight up funny actors, you know? Everyone wants to do funny Andrew and all that.
hmm
We need another John Ritter type, the one that's just real niche.
And I also saw this movie Hypnotic. Did anyone see that one?
One with Ben Affleck.
Yes,
I didn't see it. It's on my list. I just haven't seen it.
it is.
That with
No,
Yes.
Anna. Is it?
I haven't seen it, but I drank it back at the club back in the day.
No shit.
It just shows how good. It just shows how good Christopher Nolan is and what he does. Because that movie, I think, if Christopher Nolan had it, it would be incredible. But Robert Rodriguez, no, didn't even do well with that movie. And Ben Affleck was so stiff in that movie. He was so rigid in that movie.
Hmm. Is that the one with Anna de Armas?
No.
Oh.
This is William Fickner. What the guy's name is?
Oh, Fincher. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. What
Yeah, the
is
guy
it?
from Dark Knight, the bank manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him.
Mhm.
And I forgot the other girl. I forgot the lead actress's name.
Hmm.
It's just
Yeah. I think I've seen a poster. It did look like a Nolan. They were
Yeah.
trying to do something like that.
Oh, I'm watching Manhunt on Apple TV.
Yeah, how's that? That's about Abe Lincoln,
It's
right?
actually, yeah, it's all these theories with John Wilkes Booth and how he got away and stuff. But I actually really like it.
Yeah, I noticed one of the guys is from The Crown. That's in Manhunt, so I had my interest. So now I definitely have to watch it.
Yeah, I really like it. We're only an episode and a half in, but they're like hour-long episodes. They're extremely well acted, and in that there's very little action. It's more dialogue driven, and Dexter can keep up with it. I just need to break it up into segments. But he loved
Yeah,
the first episode because that showed you from assassination and it works backwards and it talks about how there was supposed to be all of these guys to kill the entire administration. And Booth was the only one that followed through. Like everyone, some people just didn't show up and kill this person or that person. And I think the only person who got even messed up, not even killed, was the Secretary of State or Secretary of War. No, Secretary of War was all right. But like Booth was like, "All right, did you guys do it?" And they're like, "Oh, well." It's just like, "Oh man, I killed the president. And no one else." He was an old man in a house. He just burned down the house. It'd been fine. Yeah, it's really well done. Oh, and I started the Dynasty, the thing about the Patriots.
How was that?
I gotta say, I'm a fan so far just because they're like, and Tom had a winning spirit and all that, but also it's all these guys like, yeah, and we were like, fuck this kid, you know, just like they're just ripping on Brady for a good part of the first episode. Just like, and like the one thing I always wanted to know is getting answered here of like Drew Bledsoe's mindset. He was given $100 million before that season, gets hurt, Brady takes over,
That's it.
and he's like, you guys drafted me, I'm so close to the Kraft family, all this. And what it's leading to right now is like him talking about the feeling of being betrayed. I'm healthy, why am I not on the field? And Belichick being like, look, we have this going right now, like, and just kept giving him excuses. And Bledsoe, there are things Bledsoe won't even talk about. So it's really good so far. And I hate the Patriots.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I think everybody universally hates the Patriots.
And people are like, oh, it's because they win a lot. Like, nah, I
No,
mean,
they're
they get
just
caught cheating and
douchebags.
stuff. Right. Whereas like the Chiefs can keep winning, that's fine. I don't hate them, you know. But at the same time, like, oh, I guess I just hated the Pats in general. Not a Tom Brady fan either. But
Yeah, same here.
this year's gonna be rough for I don't know. Maybe not all teams. You guys might get it a new QB there, Kev.
Yeah, but we don't have an O line. It doesn't matter.
That's true.
Just lost Barkley, and I'm not looking forward to football this year. Pretty rough. It's like the Mets. I think the Mets are 0-3 already.
Jeez.
It's like that the Family Guy thing. They're like, all right, opening season at the Mets. It's a
Yep.
home run. And
Like, you guys follow Barstool or no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
Frank. You know Frank, right? The big guy. Yeah. He
Yeah.
didn't go to the game today. He watched it at home. Yeah, the first 2 games, and he's like, I'm not going back. They look terrible this year. They look awful.
That's funny.
The Cubs first game, like our starter pulled his hamstring
Yeah.
halfway through the game. Yeah. We were playing Texas Rangers, who won, of course, last year. But we did win today, so at least we're not 0-3.
the only thing we
Yeah.
had going was the fact that Hap can still hit the ball. Horrible fielder,
Yeah.
but Hap
Yeah.
can hit the ball.
Uh-huh.
Even Swanson had an error, and I'm just like, all right, guys, just no, not right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. That's
Suzuki's having a hell of had a hell of a spring
spring
training,
and-
so we'll see if that even translates.
Yeah, I just had the double feature this weekend, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, which I loved, and Late Night with the Devil. That was also fun as hell. We're watching Quiet on Set. I'm sure you guys have been hearing about that. Nickelodeon, the kids that were touched by predators, pedophiles, Dan Schneider, Brian Peck.
And there's they're
new
putting
one
a
coming
new
out.
episode out too.
Yeah, come out in April. So yeah, me and Molly watched that. I was a huge Nickelodeon kid growing up, so it was fucked up. Like all the stuff that went on with that. So I don't have to go into it in detail, but we watched that. That was pretty interesting and depressing at the same time. Checked out the new Blumhouse movie, Imaginary. That's fucking terrible.
I was
Yeah,
thinking about watching it too.
yeah, it was awful. Me and Henry reviewed it. The Regime, a new Kate Winslet show on HBO Max, has been hit or miss. Not loving it thus far, but it's okay.
I'm sure she's great, though, right?
Yeah, she's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's like a satire, so I thought it was just going to be like a drama, but it's more like poking fun at politics.
More of like a spoof of the
A spoof
state
of it. Yeah,
affairs.
there you go. We just watched One Love, the Bob Marley movie. That was pretty good. Enjoyed that. And then we're watching 3 Body Problem from the guys at Game of Thrones showrunners. It's a new like a sci-fi show on Netflix.
Thing, right?
Yeah. It's confusing. I watched a few episodes, not really understanding everything.
Yeah, it's about physics and science in general. Yeah, AI virtual reality. Yeah,
not loving it so far, but maybe they'll
Tokyo
get better.
Vice.
Tokyo Vice.
Tokyo Vice. Yep,
it's
almost
been
done.
great.
Yeah,
It's been a great season.
Anyone doing Shogun?
I was just going to ask. I'm just about to start that.
Not yet. It's on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes. The production is amazing. The cinematography is awesome. It's not getting a season 2. I don't know if you guys knew that.
No,
I heard it was a limited thing. Yeah, but
that sucks.
yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that.
Yeah, me too.
I think that 4 episodes out. I'm only on episode like 2 or 3.
Did you guys watch Ricky Stenicki?
Dude, that movie was so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I gotta watch it.
Funny.
That is really
it's
funny.
hilarious. John
Cena,
Cena's. Yeah.
I was going to say, like, John Cena's comedic timing is just. And Andrew Santino, he doesn't get roles really. He was in Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, he was there, but he actually got to shine a little bit there. Zac Efron was still funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
He was in
Yeah.
Fool's Paradise for
Was
a
he?
brief second. Yeah, Andrew Santino. He's the ventriloquist.
No,
That's
Ricky
right.
Stenicki, I thought it was really good. And Cena's like great comedically.
Yeah, and his songs.
Yeah, I was gonna say his parody. The amount of times I've told people that they were air dicking. Air dicking all over the place.
Yeah, so he had the cap or the costume of who's the band that says "Whip It Good"?
Devo.
Yeah.
He has that like, triangle. Yeah, so I want to see that scene.
It's a montage almost.
Yeah,
that's cool.
the song doesn't disappoint though. It's a play on that song. It's pretty funny. Masters of the Air. That's one we forgot to mention, but we just wrapped that one up.
Yeah, I just reviewed that one. That was incredible series. If you guys like Band of Brothers in the Pacific.
Mhm.
Masters of Air was well done. Austin Butler, Barry Keoghan. It's good.
Helen
Yeah, I watched the
Turner.
documentary, The 100th, the Bloody
Yeah,
100th.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
it
should
was
watch
like
the show.
it was an hour. I'm like, I want to know more. There was so much stuff that like they teased and then it was over.
Yeah, that's why you got
I
to
want
watch
to
the
watch
show.
there.
Yeah, you got to watch the
Yeah.
show because they dive into Rosie and all that.
Yeah, Rosie was that guy was awesome.
Yeah, he's all
Yeah.
big part of like the end of the season. Yeah, so you should
They
definitely
go
watch.
into him going to Europe and trying
Yep.
the Nazis, and
Yep.
then I definitely want to watch it then.
Yeah,
They
it's
don't
like
they don't do like the future stuff. They like wrap up the characters and show the real pictures at the end,
Yeah,
like what they did. But yeah, they mentioned how he went back and went on trial and got a bunch of them convicted. Yeah, it was a really good show. Probably behind Band of Brothers, but better than the Pacific. Did you guys love Poor Things? We watched that about a month ago, and man, that was out there. Didn't expect to see that much of Emma. That was wild.
I
I'm
did.
seeing it soon. I know
Terrific
it's on Hulu.
performance.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He was
So-
incredible.
It was a good performance. It's just
Yeah, you got to sit through some like naked dude asses and
also like
her
when she
getting
was
arraigned.
doing that, she's also like kind of still young here. So I was
yeah,
just like,
fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, out of the two of them for Best Actress, I wanted her to win. I didn't think she
Mhm.
was going to win, but she was
I
amazing.
figured it was going to be Lily, honestly.
But out of the five of them, I don't know
Mhm.
if you guys seen Anatomy of the Fall.
Mm-mm.
No,
No.
not yet, but
Oh
is
yeah,
it? Yeah.
I would have chosen her, Sandra Hüller.
Yeah.
She was incredible in that movie.
Mm. I need to
I
watch that
recommend
one.
that movie.
Yeah, I think it was Dana Carvey and David Spade's podcast. They were talking about that film and how real the fight between the couple
Yeah.
was in that. Yeah.
Yep, there. That's an amazing scene.
Mm.
It hooks you like right there.
Hmm.
It's pretty far into the movie too. It's not like in the beginning too.
Mhm. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, just don't watch the other one she's in. The Zone of Interest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Heard about that one. That's like more style than substance.
Yes.
I guess like Fuki, it's time to burn this motherfucker down. And all right, well, for episode 166 of the Cinephellas podcast, make sure you check us out on social media and some other YouTube videos as well. And Logan, what do we always say?
Cheers!
Cheers.